Oh god, Windows noises. Ignore those. Don't worry about it. I think it's fine. Everything is perfectly under control. Yep. Hello, hi. Again. Hello again. Hi. Hey. Howdy. How are you? I got the tea. I would say today's tea, but it's not today's tea. Today's tea was black tea, but that was earlier today. This tea is Four Seasons tea. Today is second tea. It's like Lord of the Rings. It's like second to breakfast or second to lunch. Today's second tea is Four Seasons tea. I streamed a few hours ago, earlier today, to do the Xenophil Zero Haramasa register quest. And then I wanted to try letting my Lois rest for a few hours. Cause that stream was 3 hours long. So I probably could have only streamed for like 1 or 2 more hours before my voice got tired. But now, my voice already rested for a few hours. About 6 hours? I don't know, around there. So now I want to do CITLALI's character quest. Or the tribal reputation quest, whatever it is. Close enough. Same difference. Oh. Genkin. Well, ta-da! There it is. Memories flowing with color. The Masters of the Nightwind have upheld an ancient custom for generations, using colorful woven scrolls to record the history of Natlan. It is precisely because of this tradition that you, who have come to the tribe quite by chance, have been entrusted with a mission. To fulfill this mission, you realize that you must unravel a mystery that has gone unanswered for over 200 years. The key to solving it seems to lie in a mysterious color. So that means CITLALI is 200 years old, right? Is that confirmation? Do we know now? I've not completed the first 2 acts, even though I could have done those earlier. Because technically only the 3rd act is CITLALI's, but the first 2 acts have related story build up. So I figured I should do all 3 of them back to back at the same time. That makes sense, right? Calling from the Masters of the Nightwind. Masters of the Nightwind have upheld an ancient custom. Oh. I already saw this. I think I already started this quest before, but then I stopped pretty early on. Where is it? And I know which one it is. This one. The first one. There it is. I found it. I can also show CITLALI into the party. Just because... Ta-da! Oh, but now I don't have a Katrina. Dang it. Need to have... this. Now we're ready. Perfect. Also need healing. Boop. Perfect. Now we're ready. We go... here? Here? Teleport. I forgot what happened at the beginning of the quest. All I remember is... we went to the tribe place. And they took us... they teleported us underground. They kidnapped us into their basement. And we met the big man. And the big man told us to go through a trial. And we started the trial. That's what I remember. I remember everything. Ah. Fine. Why you no work? Stream broke. Stream come back. I needed you. Oh no. Oh. Huh? Huh? No? Hmm. I broke my stream. What have I done? Come back! Oh god. Why, you broke? Oh well. It's probably fine for now. I'll see if it fixes itself later. For now, we're going to the test. The test. Meow. Yo! Hello. Big man!
You may begin whenever you're ready.
Begin what? I don't know what I'm doing. Well... Ah! Light mode! Loading screen by eyes. We went from such a dark area to a pure white loading screen. Why would you do that to me? You monster! Ah! We really did get teleported. But where's the way out? Ah! It seems like this place is just completely sealed off. Doesn't look like there's an exit anywhere. Let's take a look around and see what we can find. Can we see anything? Probably not. I remember not being able to see things.
Time to open school.
This school has purposely been hung in the very middle of the ceiling. Whatever it means, it must be significant. I mean, it's got a bunch of magical glowy colors on it. Of course it's important. Duh! Loom. There's some sort of machine here. Probably used for weaving. No. I couldn't tell. Look. A large pile of woven scrolls. The thick layer of dust indicates that they've been here for a long time. Ha! Yep. A whole lot of nothing. There's so many woven scrolls here. I remember seeing some of them before in other tribes. They seem to record historical events. This one really stands out from the rest. For starters, it's the biggest of them all. Why not story it tells? The colors are very distinctive too. They're magical, and glowy, and bright, and moving! Yeah, you're right. Oh. Oh, over there! Something just flashed. Did you catch that? Maybe that's how we get out. By seeing things we couldn't see before. Alright, I was with you. I'm not with me. Ectomosaurs and tribespeople capable of spirit-seeking have the ability to activate a unique form of elemental sight, which makes them keenly aware of things that are otherwise not so easily detectable. Hey. Wow. You. Nothing! Oh, there is something hiding here. Yeah, this looks like I took it out of this place. I had to look this up, because I remember scanning this whole entire room with my held charge attack in every way that I could possibly think of. From every angle, I looked at every object, I scanned everywhere, and I could not do anything. I thought it would be the center painting since it's glowing, but no! Of course not! The game expects you to press the elemental sight button, even though nothing else in the game for the entirety of Natlan has ever expected you to press the elemental sight button. Until just now. Only while you're indwelling the dinosaur, which also has its own sight mechanic. Why does it have two sight mechanics? Ah. I'm upset. This sucks. Why? Bink. Bink. What? Okay. That was it. That was the whole entire puzzle. You just had to look up elemental sight. It all makes sense now. At least the loading screen is dark. At least the loading screen is not super bright. That's nice. Ah, we finally got out.
It's just as I thought. You are indeed capable of undertaking this mission.
Did this prove your theory? Did it prove how stupid I am?
Yes. You saw many distinctive-looking scrolls there, didn't you?
Yeah. I don't know what any of them meant. One of them is all glowy. Sure did.
This specific kind of scroll was left to use by our ancestors. Upon investigation, I discovered what set it apart. What set it apart is the use of a color not featured in ordinary scrolls. It is a most mysterious color that most people cannot even detect. I myself had to employ special techniques to confirm its existence.
It's purple.
Yet there are those who are born with a natural ability to perceive it. And that is why I wanted to test you.
You mean...
That space you just entered was an exhibition room for storing this variety of woven scrolls. Centuries ago, a great shaman by the name of Huitzilin put in place a security measure, so that anyone who entered the room without permission would become trapped inside. It exists to this day, and although I have not managed to decipher how it works, I've at least found out how to turn it on and off.
You found the power button. Wow. I'm so proud.
Once someone is trapped inside, it is all but impossible for them to escape without outside help. Unless they share the great shaman's ability to perceive this strange color.
I don't think I know what you mean. I didn't see a certain color in there.
Clearly, you must have this ability. Which leads me to believe that Eric Thomas or Elder can sense this ability in people. And it appoints a scroll weaver on this basis.
I'm not the one who saw the color. The dinosaur that I transformed into saw it. Another secret power? You're full of mysteries. You can just do everything. It's like you're the protagonist. Still, having this ability doesn't change the fact that neither of us knows where to start with weaving a scroll.
Don't worry about that. The method for weaving the scroll appears to be largely the same for an ordinary scroll. The main difference is in the dye that gives it its unique color. If my suspicions are correct, this dye is the key to weaving the scroll, and your special ability is the key to obtaining it. The dyeing process is also a little different from the norm, but I don't anticipate any major issues there. As long as you two can source the dye itself, I can assist with the application.
Cool. We'll follow your lead.
Great. Then please use your abilities to source the necessary ingredients. And in the meantime, I'll have someone prepare some fabric for test dyeing. We'll make a few sample pieces to test out my hypothesis. And if that goes well, we can begin the scroll in earnest. If you agree to help, you can expect it to be handsomely rewarded once this is all over. So, what are your thoughts?
I think with the ability to help comes the responsibility to do so. No, I mean, sure, I guess. That's what traveler thinks. Agreed! Especially if there's a reward in it. Primo gems! What's the reward, by the way? Is it food? Payment helps it's food. And also primo gems.
Given the stakes involved for our tribe, I was thinking a substantial sum of mora would be appropriate. Surely that would be preferable to just a free meal.
Mora works too. Anyway, how do we go about finding these ingredients? Or are we supposed to just keep walking around Allen until we stumble across them?
Thankfully not. I have already identified a location where I suspect they may be found, and I've arranged for someone to guide you there. Your guide is waiting just outside. You can set off at your leisure.
Is my guide CITLALI? Oh hey, I took them lead, yay! Hooray! That seemed like it was really short because it was less than 50 minutes long, but remember, I was already like halfway through it. And also Acts 1 and 2 of the Tribal Reputation quests are always a lot shorter than Act 3. Act 3 is the longest one. So, don't get too excited. We're getting there. Yoink. Yoink. Vroom, vroom. Would it be faster if I just teleported? I think I should have teleported. Oh no, it's right here. Hi, Toltec.
I take it you're the ones appointed by Autotlapo? That's hard to pronounce.
Yeah? And you're...
Call me Toltec. The chief asked me to be your guide for the day. His messengers already filled me in on the situation, so just follow me.
Oh, okay. I will follow. Legendary color! It's now starting to make more sense why CITLALI's trailer is called Your Color. It's not just because it's of graffiti in general. Wait, oh no, are they gonna make me fight the Papira? Oh no! So the dye is somewhere in this cave, huh?
This is as far as I can take you. Only the appointed ones may proceed from here.
Oh, why's that?
Kind of a long story. Apparently, there's a certain fruit that grows in this cave, the juice of which can be processed to make an excellent dye. Many years ago, our ancestors set out to make a series of ambitious works of graffiti art. They selected this cave to make them in, presumably due to the availability of the dye. However, they didn't want anyone to see their work before it was completed, and so they sealed off the entrance to control access. To bypass the seal, you have to have mastered the art of color perception, or something like that.
Ah.
The strange thing is, our ancestors never removed the seal, even after they finished the graffiti art. Since it was sealed off, the only person who's been inside is the great shaman, CITLALI, and that was 200 years ago. According to her, the artwork tells the story of a hero by the name of CUTEST. But I digress. Sorry, I'm a big fan of graffiti artwork. Once I get talking, I can go on for hours.
So you're sure you don't want to come with us?
I'll pass. I tried to get in once, but the seal blocked my way. I tried getting my ectomosaurus to clear it with its powers, but even that didn't work. I guess it's supposed to be a test left there by our ancestors. If you don't pass the test, you're not worthy of viewing their works of art.
Oh.
Don't worry about me, though. I wouldn't be joining you this time, even if I was able to get in. Unlike our chief, I don't have the guts to challenge our traditions. This task is specifically appointed to someone by the Ectomosaur Elder. Who knows what bad things might happen if I got involved.
Fair enough. Alright, we'll try not to take too long. Try to break the burr. Try using Ectomosaur special. What about CITLALI's special sight? Does that function? Blink. Oh. I can absorb the phlogiston from it. But not the crystal-like color. Looks like there's no way past. Maybe try the same thing as before? Magic. Dang it. Magic. Hey, it worked! Let's hit it and take a look. Hello? Spooky spirit. This should be the place. That Toltec mentioned should be the one on the wall, right? The drawings? Now the only question is, which ones do we pick? This is probably where my special ability, the cheap engine, comes in. Oh, go ahead, try it out. I think, isn't one of them gonna be colored? Box. Ah. Weasel. Hello. Hello, attack. Kabooey. Kabooey. Nailed it. Yoink. There's so many things on the ground to pick up. This team is so many little things that get plopped down on the ground. Like Klee drops all over tiny little particles from her bomb. Kachina deploys her turbo too early. And when that crystallizes, it drops crystallized shards. Sanguine deploys her bubble, which keeps bouncing around, and also 2 source water droplets. CITLALI is the only one who does not drop things on the ground. But she does technically summon a couple things. She summons her pillow and it's just floating there. Hello there, friend. Extract blue. Less than legible notes. Reading murals in places where paint has been used is indeed a good idea. When we repair them, we can just grab the relevant material on the spot and fill the missing paints in. The story couldn't possibly end just as 3 tribal warriors were defeated by Rumi, the wicked sorcerer. But the mural in which Gunter appears to be somewhere else. I can't find the path. Has it been buried? Or is there some sort of mechanism at play here? Or magic? Ink. Ah. You saw something, right? Whatever it was, grab it! I see rocks, flower, red, yellow, other rocks. I'm collecting rocks. Nice samples. Where's rock? I found rock. No, that's a ghost, not a rock. Do you have rock? Are you the third red I'm looking for? No. Where red? Blue? Pick up. Oh. Well, these guys said they just made some real works of art here. But based on what we've seen so far, it seems like there should be more to the story. Do you think maybe there's more art further inside? Seems kind of strange. Go take a look if you want. Maybe, but we have a job to do. We should focus. Sure. Oh, no need. I was just thinking out loud. Toltek's waiting for us, and we have a job to do, so maybe it's best if we head out now. Let's head back and meet up with Toltek. I'm going to come back here later, then? What's the point of this puzzle? Why is it here? Rainbow! There are certainly colors. What if I extract blue? Monk! Blue! Are there hints in the room? There are. Which one is blue? I see yellow and red. Blue. Blue. Is this the blue? I doubt it. There's no blue food. Oh, it's right there. Duh. Blue is the long one. Extract blue. Man. No, like, wrong thing. Meow. Ta-da! Extract red. Red is the round thing. It seems that was not the right choice. I'm working on it. Okay, well, sure. Just reset everything. I see how it is. It's not like I was getting there. Blue. Yoink. Yellow. Meow. Hello. Red. Meow. I wish I could aim while floating like this. But no. That is a luxury, I guess. Hey, puzzle. Ooh. Ooh, rock. I see. Oculus. Hey, that's one of the last 3 Oculus I was missing. I was wondering how to get that one. Ink. I'm opening the Teyvat interactive map so I can mark the Oculus. Over here. This one. No. This one. Eh. Ah. This one. No! What? Ah, I found it. Yay! I think I might have gotten one of the 3 that I'm missing. It's hard to tell. Oh, no. Never mind. I was incorrect. Oof. Hi. Where am I? Where am I going? Elmo has mail. Yoink. Box. Hello. I've come here to make you go boom boom. Whee! Wow! I did it. Was that the correct solution? I felt mean. Those poor slimes. Flower! Yoink! Wow! Height. We're going up. Yoink! Wow! You. Hello there. Rocks. Oh, it's animated. How are they animated? How do I do that? Look at them go. Oh my gosh. What? Huh? What is happening? What does it mean? I do not comprehend. Tell is under the wicked wizard's control. I block it. What? Huh? Rock. I see 2 rocks here. 3rd rock. How does this translate? I don't know. What am I looking at? Are these the rocks? I don't understand. Where put rock? Huh? Oh, hi! Hello. I thought I was trying to find a spot to place the rock. Kabooey! Spray! Boing, 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 boing. I'm trying. Hello, attack! There we go. I destroyed the big bad evil guys. Yeah! Beat them up! You did it. Huh? Red, blue, green, yellow. What do you mean? Red, blue, green, yellow. Ah. I'm missing a rock. Does green go here? Somewhere. Approximately. Red. Blue. Green. Green. There is no green. I have been deceived. Is this green as is? Huh? I'm not seeing green. Yellow. This one? This one? Yes? No? Where do I get green? Was I supposed to bring it with me from before? Now I'm stuck. No! See, red, blue, yellow. Green. Buttons. It's not green. How will I make it green? Can you mix these colors to make green? Does that work? I don't think so. Red and yellow mix orange. Red and blue mix purple. Blue and yellow. Does that make green? Am I stupid? I am stupid. Green. Green. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Bonk. Didn't I put it in the right spot? Is this the wrong spot? Where's correct spot? What does the puzzle mean? I might just give up. This is not fun. It's not functioning. I solved the puzzle, but it's not functioning. I made it green. There's no spot to put it. Nothing happens. Why? Well. Okay, bye. Yo, your puzzles suck. We're back! I need all the ingredients for the dye.
Sounds like you made it through the seal then. Our Thomasaur Elder was right about you. It's getting late. Follow me. I'll take us back.
Return to the Masters of the Night Wind. Oh, oh god, I lied about the loading screen. Darkness. Hello! I did it. The puzzle sucked.
Toltec has updated me on your progress. Well done. Appreciate your efforts.
Sure thing! Here's the stuff for the dye. Colors. Ta-da!
I see. Yes, this is certainly a very different substance from typical dyes. Okay, now let's try our hand on making some samples. The fabric is ready for testing.
Got it!
Please follow me.
Where'd he go? He teleported. How am I supposed to follow you when you teleport? That's not fair. Wait here. No. Play when they teleport. Meow. Ah, wait. White loading screen. This keeps happening.
Take a look at this. It's a woven scroll made by one of our ancestors. This is the kind of thing we're trying to make.
Oh.
The person depicted on the legend is the legendary shaman, CITLALI. She lived 200 years ago, and was once appointed by the Thomasaur Elder, like yourselves. She was especially skilled in the art of color manipulation, and of course completed her task with flying colors. But Tish.
That's hilarious. I love that. Great pun. How long did it take for you to come up with that one?
This school is a record of her deeds, and was most likely the work of her own hand. The quality is simply breathtaking, even compared to other schools of this variety. Sadly, since she passed away, all of our Ectomus subsequent appointees have had to rely on the gift from the spirits to complete their work.
But now you're about to revive an older tradition.
That's a good way of putting it. My only quibble with your phrasing would be, it's not just me, but us.
Ah, now Paimon's getting excited.
Bring out the samples.
And as the assistant presents the samples for test dyeing.
Now, as I mentioned, the dyeing process is a little complicated, but I'm confident you'll manage. Just make sure to follow the instructions carefully.
Aye, aye, Captain.
The pattern has already been sketched out on the sample, so you just need to dye each block with the correct color. But you'll need to wait for the dye to fully soak in between each step to make sure the colors don't run.
I don't understand. But I'll do it.
Good. The dye is taken to the fabric. The pattern is crisp and clear. Next, apply all the remaining dye and we should see that elusive signature color emerge.
Okay, final step. I don't know what I'm doing. Did it work? My mind doesn't see it.
The color isn't showing up. The dyeing has failed.
Probably because I had no idea what I was doing.
No, your technique was flawless.
Really?
You did everything exactly as instructed.
Ow!
It would have made no difference if I'd done it myself.
Are you saying that you're stupid, or are you saying that I'm smart? How does this work? Then what went wrong?
It could be the weaving technique, or maybe the dye has to be applied in a different way. Whatever the case, it looks like I've failed to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Sorry, Paimon wishes we could do more help.
I'm the one who should be apologizing. I made you do so much work, and it was for nothing. I will of course honor my commitment to compensate you for your trouble, but I do hope you won't give up on this task. I plan to keep investigating, and I'll make sure to keep you updated with any progress.
Don't worry, we're not quitters. Paimon does have a question though. This whole process of recording history on a woven scroll seems so complicated. Why don't you just write it down instead? You said yourself you're all about change and reform. Well, this seems like a pretty good place to start, don't you think? Writing things down would be easier for everyone, and your records would be more detailed.
I think you've perhaps misunderstood my philosophy, but that's okay. I can answer your question, but there's something I need to show you first.
Paimon, I think you just got us in trouble. Oh god. He's gonna arrest us. Sure. Paimon's gotten us arrested. Oh no.
Paimon, why did you say that? You can't just disrespect them like that. You're not supposed to do that. This is all your fault.
Oh, we are going up. Up. Away! What? What just happened? Purple. Meow. Have I mentioned I like purple? Can you tell? I like the color purple. Color purple is nice. Nice color.
Look at this view. What do you think?
It's gorgeous.
Now try looking a little further.
Oh, that graffiti.
In all the years since the founding of our tribe, those colors have been with us every step of the way. Lots and lots of purple colors.
I like it.
Good. It is true that I seek to bring new life to this ancient tribe through through change and reform. But I also understand there are certain foundational things that we cannot afford to throw away. The foremost of these is the way we record our history.
That makes sense.
Since the very beginning, our tribe has always sought to bring color to history, and I have a deep sense that this is one part of our heritage that we should not give up. So whatever it takes, I must find a way for us to continue producing our traditional woven scrolls.
You're completely right. I'm sorry for what you said earlier. It's not annoying.
It's quite alright. I'm just grateful you're able to understand where I'm coming from.
We're committed to helping yourself for the sake of CITLALI.
Then let's hope that next we meet, we succeed in reviving this tradition.
Ta-da! Act 2 complete. So you completed both Act 1 and Act 2 in less than 42 minutes. That's how short they are. But then Act 3... Oh boy. Now is when things happen. Where is it? I'm going... It's tracking, but I'm not seeing. Is it down? Why can I not see it? I'm pressing V. Huh. Well, I'm going to it. And hoping that I'll find it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Incoming pillow! Perfect landing. Ah, what is Vtuber doing here? That's a little concerning. Let's go over there and see what they're up to. Also, how did they get this close to a tribal settlement? Well, considering what the captain did for now, and maybe they've been given a bit more leeway. Huh. All the Vtuber left in Nalan are probably the captain's subordinates. That basically makes them followers of one of Nalan's heroes. Still, once a Vtuber's always a Vtuber's. Something seems off. Seeing them here. Let's go check it out. Vtuber are evil. Paimon, why have you still not learned this? Why have you still not learned? Well, we became friends with Tartaglia. We became sort of kind of friends with Wanderer. We became sort of kind of friends with Arlecchino. And then Captain did his old thing during the Natlan Conquest finale. Paimon, why have you not learned this? Not all Vtuber are evil. Calm down. So close to the jungle attack. Yeah! Well, we've almost reached our third cute grandma. After Piper and Jingy. Act 3. The Truth of the Battle of 7 Colors. 7 colors? Wait a second. There are 7 elements in Genshin. No way! I'd say business partners is a better title for father. Yeah, close enough. Associates. We are acquaintances. But not enemies, though. Technically not enemies. That's good, right? Also, hi, hello. Welcome back. Welcome to Genshin. I'm playing Xenoblade Zero. Nice. I also just played Xenoblade Zero earlier today to do the Haramasa character story quest. That was about 6 or no, 8? About 8 hours ago now. But then I wanted to take a break and then went and got food, and then I started streaming again like 45 minutes ago, and now I'm doing CITLALI. Coming on because I'm new to it. Perfect. So I got Virgil Fox going. Yeah. If anybody recommends any one character to pull for in Xenoblade Zero, right now, Miyabi is the #1 most overpowered character in the entire game. She will carry you all the way through it, easily. The only weird thing is that she's kind of difficult to build, especially in terms of W engines, her weapons, because the main stat she wants is as much crit rate as possible. But none of the anomaly character W engines give crit rate stat, other than her signature weapon. So for me right now, I have her on the free attack W engine that's part of the Pale Wasteland event, because that one gives a lot of crit rate on the stat, even though the passive does not work, because it's an attack W engine and Miyabi is an anomaly character. So it's weird, but it works. It gives her crit rate, good enough. And now I will continue saving for the virtual idols whenever they come out. One day. I just like Selkaku. Yeah, Selkaku is one of my favorite characters too. Well, here, I have this. Here's my tier list. You can see Selkaku is in the top tier. This list is a little bit outdated because this was like right after the game released, basically. So I'll probably rearrange a couple characters. But Selkaku is one of my favorites as well. And she works very well together with Miyabi, since she gives in ice damage buff. But I mean, just based on character designs alone, visually, obviously I like the virtual idols the most. Those are the ones that I'm still waiting for. One day. Surely they're gonna come out after Yao and Evelyn, right? Definitely. 100%. There's no way anybody else could just show up out of nowhere, right? I'm hoping. Billy gives amazing design. Yeah! I'm mostly just liking him because of his personality. I like how much of a silly goofball he is while he's trying to be cool. And this is he proves that Hollywood is like great at character designs. Yeah! Basically all of the characters in Zenless Zone Zero are really, really good. There's none of them that I really hate. The only one that I kind of don't like is Lycan, but I at least like his voice. His English voice is very, very nice. So that's good enough. I don't hate everything about him. The only thing I also kind of don't like about the majority of character designs is a lot of them are way too sexy. A lot of them are designed to be sexy waifus with giant bouncing boobs and butts. I'm staring at Nicole, Grace, Jiwan, Rena, Bernice, Ellen. I'm also kind of sad that there's no chibi characters like in Genshin. Like, cause my number one favorite character in Genshin is Sigline. Or characters like Nahida, Hook in Honkai Star Rail, Violet in Honkai Star Rail. There's none of those in Zenless. There's no chibi girls. Nicole, can't forget Nicole. Yeah, Nicole. People were complaining that Nicole got, quote, nerfed, going from the closed beta test to the 1.0 release, when the game released. But I think she's still excessive enough as is. Her boobs are so giant. I don't like it. I just take on good shark. True. I like Helen because of the maid outfit. I like maid outfits in general. And shark girl design. But I like a lot of monster girl designs that are not just cat girl and dog girl. I'm tired of seeing cat girls everywhere. They're all cat girls. Kitsune girls. Yes, even Miyabi. I'm sorry. It's overdone. She could have been so many other animals. But I do like that Zenless has a lot of other different animal designs, like Ellen being a shark, Khalid and Ben being based on bears, Jane being based on a rat or mouse. Shark and bear are certainly more unique. Yeah! Selkaku being based on a demon, Owl Oni. Even Rena's not only based on an animal, but she's based on a ghost. That's cool! Or characters like that. Very, very unique designs that stand out a lot from any other gacha game. Or most games in general, really. Most characters in general. No more cat girls! Down with the cat girls! Yumi gets a pass because her ears are big, which is funny. I've also heard a lot of people complaining about Miyabi because she doesn't have a tail. And that makes me upset. She does not need a tail. There's too many kitsune girls. If you want a tail, go play as Yai Miko in Genshin Impact. Not every single fox girl needs to be exactly the same. She's all ears. Knowing her, she probably wouldn't want a tail. She might accidentally cut it off. It would catch on fire at some point. Her ghost fire would spread to it and she wouldn't even know until it was too late. I'm basically all caught up on Zenless Zone Zero by now. Since I just now did Hanamasa's character story quest a few hours ago. So now I'm probably waiting for when Astra, Yao, and Evelyn release. Which, if I look at the announcements, is on the 22nd. On Wednesday. So we got 2 weeks. 2 weeks until they add a whole bunch more stuff to get to Zenless again. More stories specifically. Oh, that's my first 50-50 to Arena. I think I did too. I think I got the exact same thing. I still got Miyabi because, you know, I mean, yeah, like I said, she destroys everything. She's overpowered. She is the meta right now. Not just anomaly characters in general. Miyabi herself is the meta. The first character I pulled for was Jingyi before Bernice released. Just because she was cute and I was still waiting for the virtual idols to come out. But I had no idea when they were going to come out, so I was like, well, I probably need at least one limited 5-star. But then after playing with Jingyi for a bit, I realized, oh wait, well, she is a stun character. She stuns enemies, but she doesn't deal damage. And then Sons of Caladon story came out, and they released Bernice. And I was like, well, I don't have a lot of good damage dealers. Corrin is trying her best. She's not doing great. Piper is my best damage dealer. And Bernice is designed to work very well together with Piper and Lucy. So, I guess I pulled for Bernice. So I have one super powerful team, which is Piper, Bernice, and Lucy. They are very good together. And then my second team for the end game bullet is usually Miyabi with Sokaku and Arena. But like, here's the storm that is approaching. I still never played Devil May Cry before, so I don't really understand all of the Vergilius references, other than the theme song sounding really cool, and the attack animations being similar. I'm also still been playing Genshin. I'm gonna split between two banners right now. I already pulled for CITLALI, because I put on New Villette's banner when he was here, trying to get Yao Yao, the 4-star, up to Constellation 6. Unfortunately, I got all the way up to 160 pity, I think? 150 pity, around there. So I was about to get a guaranteed 5-star New Villette. But I was like, no, I don't want New Villette, I want CITLALI more. So I got Yao Yao up to Constellation 3. Then I stopped pulling. And then as soon as CITLALI released, I pulled on her banner a few times. So I have CITLALI now from the Hard Pity. And I got Diona from Constellation 4 to Constellation 6. Yay! And then once Lantern Rite starts in a couple of weeks, I'll be able to get a free Yao Yao from the Lantern Rite. So then Yao Yao will be Constellation 4. Yay! I think I want CITLALI more, but I do like Malvika. Malvika's definitely significantly stronger. I haven't really noticed CITLALI making my teams very strong at all. My strongest teams are still definitely any of my Hydro characters like Farina and Sigwine, or Moalani with Kachina buffing her. CITLALI feels like she barely buffs them at all. Then again, that's probably because I've already been using Kachina on most teams who uses the same artifact set, and I have not farmed a better artifact set for CITLALI. She's just borrowing Kachina's. So she has a lot of defense right now. Not elemental mastery. That's probably why she feels so weak to me. Malvika, on the other hand, from what I've been watching of other people who pulled for her, she wins. She clears everything. More than CITLALI. Also been playing Fortnite. Fortnite is finally adding Peak, aka Hatsune Miku! Wow. Of course, Fortnite is collaborating with Hatsune Miku. Who have they not collaborated with? Ever since they collaborated with Gilded Guy, I'm not even surprised by anything they collaborate with anymore. They collaborate with anything and everything, no matter what. All of it. Next thing you know, they're gonna collaborate with Haramaki Gohan or Millie. Next thing you know, they're gonna collaborate with Project Moon. Next thing you know, they're gonna collaborate with Hoyoverse. Next thing you know, they're gonna collaborate with Blue Archive. Well, maybe not Blue Archive. She's coming alongside her best friend, Godzilla. What? Why is Hatsune Miku alongside Godzilla? Those two things don't go together. I don't get it. I do not see the connection. Now enough showed up together in a lot of collabing games. Or just in general. I've never seen that before. Can't really think of any Hatsune Miku collaborations off the top of my head. Other than maybe Mustache? Did she collaborate with Mustache? I forgot. I don't remember. Around similar times too. Weird. I haven't really been paying attention to anything about Fortnite. I don't know anything about Fortnite ever since they started doing... what, chapters? Like, they looped around from Season 10 to Chapter 2 Season 1? That was the last time I played Fortnite. Ever since then, I just hear about the random stuff. We're on Chapter 6, yeah. That's how long ago it was since I played. That and Baymax. The number one thing that I heard about the matting was Gilded Guy, because he's one of my favorite animators. But I still miss Fortnite Save the World. Oh, I first got into Fortnite Save the World right before it released, and when it released, when it was new, before Battle Royale released. That was my favorite part about Fortnite. I really loved that game mode. But then after Battle Royale released, the developers realized, oh hey, Battle Royale is super popular, we can get rich off of this. Let's just not spend any money or waste any development resources on the other game mode that nobody cares about. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just stop playing then. I'm not gonna play Battle Royale. Sad. Remember when they said they were gonna make a Save the World free as well? That also never happened, surprisingly. They added Skibbity Toilet. Of course they did. Why would they not? I tried Save the World. Is it still broken? Is it still glitchy? Did they never get around to patching the broken missions and objectives? The game gets boring quickly. Oh. I also assume they're not doing any events for it anymore. I think they were rerunning a couple events last time I played it, but not making any new ones anymore. That's probably also making it boring. It's just boring. Wow, I see how it is. Well, Battle Royale is boring. I hate Battle Royale, it sucks. I hate Fortnite Battle Royale so much, it's the worst game mode ever. Every time somebody complains to me about how much they hate Save the World, I'm gonna complain to them about how much I hate Battle Royale. This goes both ways. You know, mostly playing Guitar Hero mode? Guitar Hero mode. Which one is that? The Lars... Balloon Van defense? Or is that something else? I don't remember the Guitar Hero mode. No. I think... like, full-on Guitar Hero. That must be a different event. I don't remember that event. Festival. I think the game modes that I usually play the most were the regular missions, collecting certain collectibles around the map, rescuing survivors, building up a defense base and defending the objective. Especially because my favorite class was the Constructor, so I could place down a big shield in a turret, set up base, and just mow down the hordes of incoming zombies. That was fun. It's only just Guitar Hero and Fortnite. Is there a difference between... like, what are the controls? Can you use an actual guitar? Or is it just a rhythm game? I play a lot of rhythm games, but I only played a tiny bit of Guitar Hero on the Wii, and I barely remember it. Genshin Impact just got a rhythm game mode in its newest update, right? Is that Guitar Hero? You can use Guitar Hero controller. Ooh! Cool. I don't have one, though. I just played a bit of the Genshin, rhythm game event right before starting the stream today. Or just a controller or keyboard. Yeah, that's what I use. My favorite rhythm game is Project Sakai, which is a mobile rhythm game, so you just tap on the screen. Which means they can do some really weird stuff with the controls and the movements. Like sometimes I have to cross my fingers in an X shape across my phone to reach. Well, rhythm games on a computer with a keyboard and mouse tend to be more difficult. But they're still fun though, like Muse Dash and Unbeatable. Those two games are really fun. Those are two of my favorite rhythm games. I also still haven't played a Hi-Fi Rush. I gotta play that at some point. What are you guys doing here?
Following orders. If you have a problem, take it up with our employer.
Hey, what's that attitude? Paimon, you're the one giving them attitude first. Can I tell you haven't worked for a private employer? Yes?
This is Grudak. I hired him to be my bodyguard in Natlan. As you can see, he's not the sociable type. I'm sorry for any offense.
Are you from Fontaine? What are you doing here? There's the Fatui and Fontaine people in Natlan? Everybody is here. Yeah, that sounds weekly. That does sound like Project Sakai.
My original plan was to hire someone from the local tribes, but a priest recommended Grudak and his squad. I was told they were capable fighters and had the time to spare, so they fit the bill. It seems like the Fatui's reputation in Natlan is quite positive.
So that's what happened. Then you must be from Fontaine?
Precisely. Mont Lusum, at your service. I work in the publication business, and you two... Wait, you must be Yorichi and her fair companion.
Oh, you know us? Paimon no longer questions the titles that she receives.
A golden-haired traveler with a floating companion. There's no mistake. Your exploits in Fontaine have all the makings of a best-selling series. I'd be a failure of a book merchant if I couldn't recognize you.
Ah, we're really famous at this point, Yorichi. Really, Paimon? Really? You forgot? Again? How many times has this happened now?
It's truly my lucky day. I know this is sudden, but I was actually looking for you two. You see, I have a favor to ask.
So you chased us all the way to Natlan? That's a little creepy.
You'll be generously rewarded, I promise you.
Well, at least you got straight to the point. Should we hear what he has to say here? Paimon is immediately on board. Something tells me we can't escape this one. Alright, we'll hear your request.
You know the great shaman CITLALI, right?
Yes, I pulled for her.
I need her help with something.
Yeah, but the chances of her helping a random stranger just because we asked... With her personality, pretty slim. Yeah, Sally really doesn't like dealing with strangers.
I heard about that from other members of her tribe. But they told me that if one person could convince her, it would be a golden-haired traveler. If you manage it, I'll even double your pay.
Why do you need her help? Oh yeah, well we should definitely get to the bottom of that first.
It's kind of a long story. And there's tribal history involved, so you should hear it from an expert. Alir, if you could. Of course! I don't often have an eager audience for this kind of thing. Nice to meet you. My name's Alir. I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. Unlike most researchers, I have a keen interest in ancient ruins. That's why I was invited to join Monsieur...
I was about to say Monsieur Nouvelet.
Monsieur... Munchlus...
That's hard to pronounce. TL? TLU. Tlu. I don't know why that's so hard to say.
Montlucen's team. Have you heard the legend of the great shaman Huitzlin?
She's the one who worked with colors.
Yes. According to local records, she was a color mystic who lived over 200 years ago. The most adept in her tribe at using that particular technique. Out of all of her exploits, her most celebrated is the Battle of the Seven Colors.
The elements. Just give CITLALI some Yuri, that'll convince her. Yeah, just give her some Yuri manga. I can give her lots of suggestions, trust me. I'm very well versed in Yuri manga.
According to legend, the battle was triggered by an abyss invasion, one of the most brutal in Atlan's history, even from a greater historical perspective. Amazingly, Alan was able to turn the tide despite being at an extreme disadvantage. The key to victory was none other than a color Huitzlin created on the battlefield. The color was extraordinary, illusory in appearance, while also seeming to possess physical form. Legend has it that Huitzlin used the color to construct a magnificent maze on the battlefield.
So she's like a Final Fantasy Pictomancer?
And trap all the enemies inside. This allowed her allies to launch a counterattack and ultimately secure victory. Anyway, that's the gist of it. We don't want to take up too much of your time. The story is the reason I came to Natlan. I often publish books about the history of other nations. They always end up faring well on the market. When I heard this story for the first time, I wanted to include it in my next collection. But the historical records about Natlan aren't very detailed. We haven't been able to determine where the battle took place, or find any definitive evidence that it occurred at all. Even with the Masters of the Nightwind, people dispute the legitimacy of the story. Some believe it to be a myth. If that were the case, the story would not be fit for publication.
But if you're just including it in a story collection, why does it matter if it never happened?
Well, you see, the slogan for the collection is restoring the truth of history. Naturally, I need it to be factual. That's why I'm here. The Masters of the Nightwind are said to have a tradition of recording past events, so I wanted to consult their records. But I was refused access to the Obsidian Altar. Application after application, all I received were a few ordinary woven scrolls with nothing to offer. Honestly, I'm just trying to promote their history, and they make such a fuss. According to my research, their scrolls are considered sacred relics in addition to historical records. Naturally, outsiders are rarely granted access. Not to mention, the scrolls we did get to review actually contain a huge amount of information. I just need more time and I could... We've been over this, Alier. There's no need to waste time on those scrolls when we have a better way.
CITLALI, you mean?
Exactly. You're well aware, I'm sure, that CITLALI's been alive for more than 200 years. That means she's lived during the era of the Battle of the Seven Colors. If she agrees to be my consultant, then no other historical records are necessary.
Ah, that's what you want.
So, what do you say? I'll quadruple your pay if it helps sweeten the deal.
What is the original pay? What is the number? Was the original pay 1 mora? Have you quadrupled it to 4 mora? No way. Well, it's not like we don't want to help you. We actually should go ask for Paimon. We also have our duty to fulfill related to the same thing. Alright. The duty of the Chief Kalos has a lot to do with Huitzlin. Who knows? The Battle of Seven Colors might lead us in the right direction. Alright, I'll help you convince CITLALI. Just let us do the talking, okay?
Of course.
Go to CITLALI's home. You know she's already here. Well. Ta-da! All the way over there. Mink. What? What just happened? Vroom vroom. Meow. Meow. I'm here now.
So this is where the great shaman lives. A bit far from civilization, isn't it? I hope the person who pointed us in this direction wasn't mistaken.
For someone like CITLALI, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Is this graffiti at work too? I wonder if it's a cultural practice. If I could just copy it down. We're here for a reason, Alier. As agreed, you two can do the talking, and we'll wait for you here.
Okay, we'll go knock on the door. Hopefully she's not hungover. Yo, CITLALI! I know where you live! CITLALI, are you there? We need your help with something! No response. Maybe she's not home. Let's try her other name. Oh no. Granny Italy! Are you home? Old lady! The door is thrown open and you're met with the pungent smell of alcohol. Art! I like art. Hey Ken, if you're here to challenge me, book an appointment first. So CITLALI is a real hermit, huh? Just like me, for real, for real. So relatable. Yuri! Ah, the door closes abruptly. Rummaging noises. Wow. Looks like we came at a bad time. Are you still there? Just come in. We can talk inside. Is she gonna be like posing while holding a wine glass or something? Legs crossed. Just like I'm trying to think of like fancy rich person pose. What is she doing? Well, at least we didn't get turned away. Enter. Whoa, loading screen. Yo! Ah, so this is where CITLALI lives. Pillow. I didn't have time to fully clean up the place. Complain if you want. Menial housework means nothing to a great shaman like myself. Besides, in light novels, people who keep everything neat and tidy are always too boring to be the protagonists. True. Also, I'm not a hermit. I'm just above superficial rules of social etiquette. Yeah, that's one way to put it. That's the definition of a hermit. Immediately knocking these over. She sure does care a lot about what we think of her. Just like me, for real, for real. Oh, like, I almost did Paimon's voice. Oh, and that spell I used to transfer my senses to you? You're not still, experiencing the side effects, are you? No, unfortunately. It's my duty as a great shaman to check on that kind of thing. Oh, you mean when we can hear your thoughts? No, it's been so long. We don't have to worry about that anymore, right? Then, why do I hear Yurichi's thoughts in my head? You can do that? Oh, hey. Stranger danger. What? Oh, she heard me call her a hermit. That bothers her? I thought she was above superficial rules of social etiquette. I can still hear you, you know. I apologize for offending you. Don't bother. I'll find a way to fix it. First you hear my thoughts, now I'm hearing your thoughts. It was just a simple spell. I used it on you and now it's on the fritz. Forget it. Just tell me why you're here. It's because I'm the protagonist. I'm special. Spells always affect me weirdly. Most of the time in a way that just means that I'm immune to them. Well, someone asked us to ask you to be their consultant. They have questions about the history of Natlan. So, they asked the hero of Natlan to put in a good word. Sounds like they know I don't usually trouble myself with other people's problems. Yep. The pay is really good. Paimon, I don't think you need to tell her that part. Doesn't matter. I'm busy. She sure doesn't look busy. I knew this wouldn't get us anywhere. What if the request comes from me? From you? Oh shoot. Now my crush is asking me for help. Now what am I gonna do? How am I supposed to say no to that? Yeah, we were given a sacred duty to help your tribe leave a special school. Huh? So you are the appointed ones this time? We were surprised too. After all, we have no idea how to leave a school like that. But with Chief Breedham's help, we were able to make some progress. We still haven't succeeded. But we learned that the key to leaving the school is a special kind of color. The historical event those men were asking about also involves color. If you help them, you might end up helping us too. We need more facial expressions like this in Genshin. This is something I noticed right in the beginning of Nalan with Kachina's facial expressions. I really liked the faces Kachina was making. And CITLALI made faces like this a few times, especially when she was drunk. But then everybody just kind of stopped making faces other than those two occasions. The developers are like, well, I mean, Kachina can make a shocked face. And CITLALI can make a deadpan face. That's all we need, right? That's the quota. We reached it. No more facial expressions for any characters needed. She is giving us that face again. Did Paimon not explain things clearly? Can't decide whether this twist is completely out of the blue or if it was foreshadowed all along. Oh. Does that mean you won't help us? I need to think about it. Then there's still hope.
Hey, what's the hold up? Just give us an answer already.
You agreed to let us do the talking. Oh no. Here we go. CITLALI! CITLALI suddenly walks out and you rush after her. Yeah, go beat them up. Go smack them with pillows. Show them what's up. How dare these barbarians interrupt my private time with the traveler.
Stand down, Grudok. As your employer, if I tell you to wait, then you wait. Understood.
Hi.
You're the great shaman who's been alive for centuries? But you're so... Apologies for the disturbance. Grudok is a recent hire, so difficult to restrain sometimes.
You're lucky you didn't force CITLALI's hand. I think you did, though.
Well, since you're here, how about a discussion?
Do you have any idea who I am? Did you think Granny Eatsley would be fooled by your little performance? I have no intention of speaking to you. Your recent hire interrupted me right as I was about to make an important decision. Pull a trick like that again, and I'll make your lives a living horror novel. Except 10 times worse. That's all I came out here to say. Wow. Yorichi, we have a discussion to finish. We have a date to finish. What?
You live up to your name, Granny Eatsley. I apologize for the offense. I'm just surprised the Battle of Seven Colors didn't pique your interest.
You're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors.
Yorichi didn't get to that part? Yes. I thought Yorichi could help me convince you, but if I'm not mistaken, you have a personal interest in this matter, don't you? I heard that the great shaman, Huitzlin, was a friend of yours. You two must have been close. If I can resolve the controversy and prove the battle took place, I'll include it in my next collection. Then all of Teyvat will learn the truth. With your support, your friend's heroic deeds will once again be known throughout the land. Inspiring, don't you think?
And also you'll be helping me in the process. If this is really about that duty, then... Fine, I'll help you. If this is really about helping my crush, the traveler, then fine.
I'm honored.
Save it. I agreed to help Yoriji, not you. You'll just have to delete what you can. Well, at least you agreed to help. Looks like my friendship with CITLALI came in handy after all. I never took you to be the heartless type anyway. Hi. Who are you calling heartless? Oh yeah, she can read my mind.
Not a problem. I've always planned to work with Yoriji. So, did you directly experience any events of the battle? Do you have any idea where it took place? Can you think of any relics we could use to prove it?
Talk at me, why don't you? I don't like to ask the exact same question. Can you answer the question to me, but loud enough for him to also overhear in the background? Fine. No, no, and no. I did live during the same era as her, but that doesn't mean we experienced the same events. I've lived a long time, but I'm not a walking encyclopedia. You decide the angle of your investigation, and I'll provide answers if I'm familiar with the subject.
Alright. Even if you didn't witness the battle yourself, you still lived through that era. Your insights are very valuable. Alier, you had an idea about where to start, yes? Oh, well, my plan was to consult the members of the tribe in charge of recording history. Then let's start there. Yoriji, what do you say to officially working together? After all, it appears I can only get Miss CITLALI's help through you.
Wow, what a leech. Alright, sure. Mission complete. Even though it's not actually done, we're still on Act 3. There are multiple quests for this. Beak. Bop. Bop. Onward! I should also probably go refill my tea. Oof. It's been 1 hour and 20 minutes. Ah! Cutscene! Okay. Hold on. I'm going to be right back and take a break and go refill my tea. Break time! Ah. Yep. There. And the phones. I have returned. I got the tea. More Four Seasons tea. I need the honey. There we go. Ta-da! Got it. Okay. And then boop. Oh hey, you can sing now. I'm on. Yo, don't seem super invested in the whole thing, CITLALI. The Battle of Seven Colors is something I've only ever heard about. I know as much as anyone else in my tribe. But how? Weren't you alive when it happened? I wasn't there when it took place. She never told me about it. That's how. But Manjurishin said that the two of you were close friends. The battle was legendary. Why wouldn't Leetling tell you about it? Close friends? More like arch rivals. Something Montalucin would know if he actually did his research. Didn't you see anything graffiti outside my house? That's not my doing. All students from the Italian School of Shamanism must pass an extremely difficult trial before graduation, defeating me in battle. Those graffiti drawings are how they challenge me. Wait, what? Of course, none of them ever succeeded. So, after Hitzelin's death, our students had no choice but to modify the requirement. Instead of defeating me, all I have to do now is last long enough. Yeah, that sounds like a necessary change. As my rival, Hitzelina only had one achievement that surpassed my own, and that was the Battle of Seven Colors. I can only assume she had some kind of secret technique at her disposal. It makes perfect sense that she kept it from me. I'm a fast learner. Telling me about the technique is no different than handing it to me on a silver platter, as if she would give away her one advantage. Oh, that makes sense. Anyway, all that is secondary. Like I said, I'm only here to help you fulfill your duty. So CITLALI is doing all this for me? Wow, she's so nice. Don't misunderstand. This duty is important for my tribe too. A great shaman should do her part to see it done. A great shaman should also be a bit more organized at home. Wait, no, don't think that, don't think that. Excuse you! I failed to see what housekeeping has to do with my duty as a shaman. Zero thoughts. Head empty. No thoughts, head empty. Traveler, no think. Why isn't that you're the one whose thoughts are exposed, but I'm still the one suffering? I need to get to the bottom of this.
Excuse me, great shaman, but we have a situation over here. We could really use your help.
Please, great shaman, do shaman things. Okay, okay. Oh boy.
Of course the Battle of Seven Colors happened. The Woven Scroll proves it. Huitzling used a mysterious color to construct a maze and trap the enemies inside. That's just your interpretation. There's more than one way to understand that scroll. Besides, constructing a maze out of color? It's ridiculous. Huitzling was one of the most powerful shamans of her time. She definitely could have pulled it off. That's the biggest problem. She had students. Why not pass it down? A technique that powerful, and no shaman since has ever used it? Her students are keeping it a secret, of course. If you knew a technique like that, you'd be a fool to show it to just anyone. Harumph. I didn't mean to cause an argument. I just wanted to ask. Is there anything we could use to prove the battle took place? Of course it took place. Why would you need to prove it? You'll have to excuse him. Some people in our tribe insist on clinging to outdated views of history. I'd give up now if I were you. It only gets more ridiculous from here. Please don't fight.
Wow. So the matter really is controversial. Am I the outdated one? Kids these days can't find anything better to argue about.
These arguments are precisely why I hesitate to include this story in my collection. Neither side was able to offer anything useful. What should we do?
Huitzling was a passionate teacher. We were opposites in that sense. Techniques she used in battle must have been her masterpiece, so there's every reason to pass it on. Still, if the technique is powerful enough to single-handedly stop an invasion, it also makes sense that her disciples would keep it a secret. We should check with the students from her school. If we can confirm the technique exists, we can deduce certain things about the battle.
But as far as I know, most of the shamans from her school occupy high positions in the tribe.
So does CITLALI.
Not the type of people outsiders like us can speak to on a whim.
And yet you are speaking to CITLALI. Right now. Alright. The obsidian altar is off limits to you. But, if I go... Wow. More leeching. You're leeching off of both of us now, huh? Is there a problem? Most of the Huitzling students are respected priests of the tribe. But that means they had to go through me. Or try, at least. I, of course, humiliated them from a young age. Those who hold the position now are the ones who lasted long enough before I went before with them. If I show up without warning, they'll run for dear life. That's not gonna get us any answers. Yeah, I can see it now. Run for dear life. It's like CITLALI is some kind of tyrant. Hey, don't jump to conclusions. That was just a metaphor. I'll make sure they don't run away. Only you have the guts to joke like that with me, Yorichi. Fine. I said I'd help, so I'll help. But don't blame me if it goes wrong. Hi. Alright, the rest of you can wait for us here.
We appreciate the help.
Go to the obsidian altar. Here, pop. Nice dark mode loading screen. Whoa, spooky. I like the vibes in this area. This is nice. Mostly because it's a lot of purple. And I like purple. And there's spooky space particles. I like space particles. Same reason why I love Rococo in Wuthering Waves. All of her attack animations are purple space particles. Are you in the middle of a ceremony?
Credit Huitzling.
Hi.
What is she doing here?
Did some coward not show up after... words. Did some coward not show up after challenging her to a fight?
Is she here to officially take over the tribe?
Wow. It's like they really do see her as some kind of tyrant.
No matter what, we'll defend our dignity as priests to the end.
You talk a big game for someone who lost to me the most out of the entire priesthood.
All
I want is to ask some questions.
So, you're here to Interrogate us?
Someone didn't sit pretty for their beating. Is that it? You want their name, don't you?
Maybe we should just run.
Don't be afraid. Calm down. What is wrong with you people? Yeah, with the hero of now on here, Granny instantly will be on her best behavior. Sure, whatever you say.
Oh, it's Yurichi and her companion. That does make me feel better. How can we help you?
Actually, how does us being here make you feel better? Are we not intimidating? CITLALI is big and strong and intimidating to you, but I'm not? Are you calling me weak? Huh? You wanna go, punk? I'll show you. I'll show you. Let me at him. Give this guy a piece of my mind. We wanted to ask you about the technique you inherited from Huitlin.
So you can eradicate our school once and for all?
Disciples of our school have challenged her year after year, just as our master instructed. Sounds like she's finally had enough. Well, you're not wrong.
If we want to protect our legacy, one of us needs to run.
Not this again! Just how much did you traumatize them, CITLALI? She beat them in a duel. So what? There's no reason to be this terrified. CITLALI is someone worthy of love and respect. Hey! You can't just say that! Say whatever you want, just... You can't just say whatever you want just because it's in your head. You're not allowed to say that I'm worthy of love. I have a crush on you, and I'm a tsundere. You can't say that you love me. That's not allowed. Okay. I'm Granny easily. A mere mention of my name, and kids burst into tears. Love and respect. No one has the guts for that. Well, I do. Since when did... Since when... This close-up of her face makes it so much better. Since when did Traveler become some sort of Rizzlord for CITLALI? When did this happen? I also don't know why I'm shipping the two of them together so much. The developers are not shipping them together as much as the Wuthering Waves developers ship Shorekeeper or Camellia with the rover. But for some reason, CITLALI and Traveler... It just works. It just makes sense. Well, I do. You know what? I'm thinking about your duty. We really need to fix this mind-reading situation.
Sorry to disappoint, but if you're here to question whether we're qualified to inherit our master's legacy... we're not going down without a fight.
We're not getting anywhere. What should we do, Yorichi? Just ask them the question. Why are we not asking them the question? Oh, hi there. Bird. Huh? Oh, it's you.
Tulapo. We must have disturbed your meditation. Our deepest apologies, and please forgive us.
Hi, I'm here too. Bird noises.
Did Elder Tulapo just issue a declaration?
From what I can tell, in a single word, the message was friend?
Is Elder Tulapo telling us to treat Granny Italy as a friend? Oh my goodness, I never could have thought about this before. That's not possible, is it?
Hi, big man. Welcome back, we've been needing your help.
Oh, you forget yourselves, my friends. You're esteemed priests of our tribe. Where are your manners? Chief! I didn't expect to see you here, great shaman. My sincere apologies for the lack of hospitality.
This camera perspective looks so warped. And something's not right here. Looks like he's really close to the camera, but also scooched over to the right from where CITLALI is looking. Perspective. Well, I wasn't exactly planning to come to this crowded place. So you can say the pleasantries, Chief. I'd rather get this over with.
Understood. Now, as successors of Huitzlin, I understand your friction with CITLALI. However, our Tlapo's declarations have also showed us the correct path. You would do well to respect his counsel. So mind your manners and allow CITLALI to ask your questions.
Good thing Elder Tlapo was the chief beerman on our side. I speak. Hello. Bird. Hi, Tlapo! It's been a while. Bird. Hey, he seems pretty happy to see us. He is the one who put you in charge of the school, right? Yeah, Elder Tlapo appointed us to the task. Elder Tlapo, huh? He's still Claw to me. Oh no. Did he take offense to that? No, he liked that. Okay. Hey, don't pull out cutie stuff with me. You're Niktoma's our elder now. You occupy an eminent and important position within the tribe. Bird noises. So you already know each other? Paimon. Paimon, please. How on earth would they not know each other? Claw was only this big when we first met. He was Huitlin's sparring and companion back then. She kept dragging him to my place, so over time we got to know each other. So you and Huitlin were close. She only came to my place to fight me, but at the same time, she always claimed to be my friend. She was the only one who dared to try, at least. Well, you lived a long time. You've probably made a bunch of friends over the years, right? The more time you have, the more friends you lose. Oh. Anyway, let's get back to the business. Hey, talking about the past. Bird. 200 years and you still haven't given up, Claw? Bird noises. I still haven't made up my mind, so you should head back. Unity, Paimon, let's go. Are you ever going to make up your mind? Something tells me you will not. Meow. Hello. Hi, I'm here now. Hello, Team Biram! Hello, Biram. Oh wait, we haven't reached out since the last time we failed the task, huh?
I'm just grateful you haven't forgotten that duty.
I mean, it was less than 2 hours ago. It was not very long ago. I think it was exactly 1 hour ago, actually. It was not that long. Well, actually, we have good news. We found another clue.
I'm all ears.
It's the Battle of Seven Colors.
Huitzlin's claim to fame. That sounds promising. But the battle took place hundreds of years ago. Investigation is bound to be difficult.
True, but couldn't Huitzlin promise to help? Hello, I'm here.
Is that so? I've tried seeking your help in the past, but I never managed to coax her out. You should cherish this opportunity.
Hey, don't complain. Not all the previous chiefs succeeded either.
Forgive me. That wasn't my intention. It was a comment on my own failings.
Paimon said you've been trying to figure out how to weave the special scroll.
It is my duty, great shaman.
Why bother? The scrolls always end up completed on time, so what's the point of figuring it out for yourself?
If I may, this task concerns the history of Natlan as a whole. And in many ways, history is the memory of a people. Memory is sacred to our tribe. I'm sure a great shaman understands that better than a humble junior like myself. Something this important cannot be left to baseless rumors. I know you don't concern yourself with the daily affairs of the tribe, Granny Itzli. Even so, as a priestess, I trust you wouldn't leave something like that to chance.
I get your point. You're thinking. Of course. The one time I wish you could read my mind, it doesn't work. The chief referred to himself as a humble junior. Maybe it's the only as a word she looks old. No, that's not it. Huh? It's not important. Rest assured, Bayram, with my help, your routine Paimon will definitely be able to complete the task.
You have my thanks then.
Ask the priestess for information. Wow! Pillow attack! Fuck. Hello, I'm here. Uh-huh. Yup.
So, are you here to test whether we're qualified to inherit Master Huitzlin's legacy?
You've already been tested, haven't you? Frankly speaking, I don't think any of you are qualified. But that's not why I'm here. All you need to do is be good and answer my questions.
Fine. Ask away.
You heard of the Battle of Seven Colors, right?
Of course. It's our master's claim to fame. An immortal legend inscribed in the very history of our tribe.
Then I'm sure you know that there are those who question whether it's actually occurred.
I did hear people arguing about that the other day.
It's disgraceful! How can they question something like that?
It doesn't surprise me. Natlan has had more tourism lately. A lot of people have started getting strange ideas after interacting with Outlanders. After all, everyone who took part in the battle has returned to the ley lines. Without witnesses, it's hard to refute detractors.
Well, it just so happens the questions I want to ask are directly related to the legitimacy of this battle.
Listen, we know you are rivals, but do you really have to question her legacy?
You think she's like you? Someone who can't survive a little scrutiny?
No, of course not.
Then let me finish. During the battle, Huitzlin most likely used a technique powerful enough to turn the tides of war. I'm sure she was very proud of it. Proud enough to pass it on to her disciples. So, which one of you inherited that technique? None of them?
I don't think any of us have heard of it.
Listen, I'm not trying to take it for myself. So be honest. With or without it, I can wipe the floor with any of you.
Yeah, no objections there, but I'm telling the truth. None of us have ever heard of that technique.
What's wrong with her? Why would she let it go extinct?
Master's body of work is massive. No one student could hope to learn all of her techniques. Mastering just a few already takes a lot of effort. Master had no choice but to recruit many students, split up what she knew into different portions, and pass it down through various individuals. Even though we see ourselves as representatives of Huitzlin's school of shamanism, what we know isn't the sum of her legacy. Actually, I know of a shaman family that inherited some of Master's techniques. The family fell in hard times and lost the right to the priesthood. Still, could be worth a shot.
But if they inherited Huitzlin's secret technique, shouldn't the family be thriving?
Well, it's the only thing I can think of.
Alright, give me their address.
I'll mark it on your map.
To be honest, I'm not optimistic about the future of this investigation. You're really giving it your all, though. That's because the request came from you. You don't know the power of your own words, do you? You have no idea that I have a crush on you, do you? Oh, believe me, I do. Meet up with Montelucen and the others. Wow! There's not exactly a lot of houses in the tribe. Where the heck is this address supposed to be? You recount everything you learned to Montelucen and the others.
Proving the legitimacy of this battle seems more hopeless by the second.
Nothing we can do about that.
Well, even if our investigation ultimately proves the legend to be false, that's still a worthwhile result. Although I'm here for business purposes, I have a personal interest in this as well. I'm drawn to matters of historical truth. That's exactly why I chose to follow you, Monsieur Motlun.
Names are hard.
Motluson?
Listen, I'm just updating you on the situation, not asking for your opinion. I don't really care whether you continue your investigation. Yorichi, you came to me for help with your scroll weaving duty, right? You thought looking at the Battle of Seven Colors could give you answers. That's understandable, but based on our progress, I have to say this is a dead end. Instead of wasting time, you might consider taking a different approach. I'll try to think of another way to help you.
Respected Yorichi, let's not forget about the compensation I promised. You shall have it in full. Extra if that's what it takes.
I think this investigation could help you too, CITLALI. What makes you say that? Because it has to do with Riesling's past. Yeah, based on what you told us so far, it kinda seems like there's unsolved tension between you two. You think so? She claimed to be your friend, but picked fights with you non-stop, and never told you about her biggest accomplishment. By figuring out the truth behind the battle, maybe we can finally help you get closure. Closure? I'd say we're 200 years too late. But, fine. If you want to keep investigating, be my guest.
Oh, that's wonderful news.
I wasn't talking to you. Alright, let's go visit the Shaman family. Find a member from the Shaman family. No. Flower. Are those the ones that CITLALI uses? What happened? Oh, I did not open the character menu. Oh, that's weird. Hello? Are you... It's Chemin. What? Okay, now look at the log.
Yes, that's me. CUTEST.
Here we go again. Ichimin. 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 Okay, got it. Get up! In a crowded market like this, the only person who should be trying to hide is me.
My apologies. Ever since my grandfather's generation, the shamans in my family have given up on passing your trial, CUTEST. Have we offended you in some other capacity?
Ah, this is generational trauma at this point.
Whenever I misbehaved as a kid, Grandpa would tell me about the thrashing he received from CUTEST. I still get nightmares about it sometimes.
I wonder what CITLALI looks like in those nightmares. Hey, don't get any funny ideas. This was your idea, remember? Keep asking your questions. I'm gonna find somewhere quiet to eat. Okay, so... Your family started under the Huitzelin, right?
Yes, although that pretty much ended with my grandfather's generation, unfortunately. The techniques my family learned from Huitzlin didn't have much practical use in terms of tribal affairs, so during my grandfather's time, we quit the priesthood. It turns out, shaman techniques aren't that useful outside of the priesthood either, so over time, we abandoned them altogether. Of course, it's possible that we were just too foolish to understand the true power of those teachings. After all, Huitzlin was a genius. None of our students have been able to fully reproduce her talent.
Do you know which techniques were passed down to your family?
I'm not sure. As a kid, I remember hearing my grandfather talk about them, but it's not like I can use them myself.
Just think about it for a sec. Do you remember thinking about a technique that can decide the outcome of a battle? Paimon, that's not exactly what we're looking for.
Decide the outcome of a battle? No, I don't remember anything like that.
Paimon, you're asking the wrong question. You're supposed to ask something like a technique related to color, or technique related to mazes.
Besides, my family wasn't really known for our talent. If a technique like that exists, I doubt Huitzlin would pass it on to us. You might have better luck asking one of the priests. They're descendants of Huitzlin's most gifted students.
Wow, looks like we're back to where we started.
Still no definitive evidence of the Battle of Seven Colors took place. Earlier, do you think we have enough to draw a conclusion?
We only have our non-witness accounts.
We could put together an interview, but that's not gonna hold up in academic circles. Then we have to keep going. Oh, you're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Yeah, you know about it?
Not a lot, but there's something special about my family. In addition to shaman techniques, Huitzlin's stories were passed down to you as well. Or to us as well, not you, me. Say what you want about my ancestors' dedication to shamanism, but they definitely paid attention to those stories. And of course, the Battle of Seven Colors is the most exciting story of them all. We don't need another story. We need something concrete. Does no one in your tribe understand that? I'm not sure if this is helpful, but the story passed down in my family is a little different from the one told in the tribe.
Really? How so?
これは先祖がウィツリンから直接聞いたもので、描写もより詳しくなっています。
Boy. Surprisingly, my eyebrows are starting to hurt now. I think I've been straining my eyebrows the whole time because I've been doing so many manly voices, especially angry.
Aggressive, gruff, angry, manually voices.
And whenever I do that, I always make an angry face. to make that makes it, doing those voices easier to do. But that means I've been furrowing my brows this whole time. I'm starting to get sore from furrowing them for so long. Too many angry people talking. Or angry sounding people.
Well, it's Huitzlin's personal account of the events, so it's a lot more detailed. For example, in the version I heard, the battle took place in the location known as Chikomostok Cave. That means you can tell us where to find it. Have you ever been to this place? Unfortunately not. I studied maps on Island before we left, Monsieur Montlucen. I don't remember ever seeing such a name. Could your ancestors be mistaken, Mr. Ichiman? It's unlikely. My family may have let the shaman's side of things fall by the wayside, but we're serious about these stories. In the words of my grandfather, some things deserve to be passed down more than secret arts. If Huitzlin's version of events differs so much from the general understanding, that makes it even more likely the battle's completely made up.
Yeah, that's disappointing. Hold on. CITLALI, jump scare. You mentioned Chikomostok Cave.
Yes. Can I clear something up for you?
It's been more than 200 years. I never thought I'd hear that name again. Oh, what do you mean? Is this a secret? Oh no, it's a secret. I'm afraid. That location is now known as the Valley of Fog. Chikomostok Cave is what it was called 200 years ago.
Precisely when Huitzlin was alive. That means... Montlucen, we can confirm the original side of the battle. Once we get there, the evidence we need should be at our fingertips. Just when we thought all hope was lost. I never doubted you, great shaman. Allow me to present you with the greatest thanks.
Save it. Flattery won't get you anywhere with me. Just accept the gift, CITLALI. Oh wait, Mr. Montlucen works in publishing. You're a huge fan of light novels, right, CITLALI? Maybe I can get you something out of print? Really? Oh, now we have our attention.
Out of print, huh? Sure. Do you have any in mind?
Well, if we're talking collectibles, then the first edition of Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with unlimited powers and lust. Yep, that's a manga title, alright. It's the first major hit of the isekai genre. Several editions have gone to print, but copies of the first edition are exceedingly rare and valuable.
I see.
There's also its sister work, Pretty Plays Kitten Guji. The high publishing houses attempt engaging a new market trend. It opened the door to a new genre after readers grew tired of isekais. The sales speaks for themselves. Actually, Yari Publishing House releasing a limited edition not too long ago, but it's almost impossible to get. Anyway, I'll take those two.
すみません、ちょっと聞き取れなかったのですが、何というタイトルです？宮司に転生する？
Boy. Oh, I'm back. Okay, more delusion. Don't mind the voices.
Sorry, I'm not sure I caught all that. What were the titles again? Reborn as Kitsune Guji?
Huh? These two titles are among the most successful and well-known works in the entire industry. You're telling me, as someone who works in publishing, you've never heard of them?
I'm a merchant from Fontaine, after all. Regarding this particular genre from Inazuma, I'm afraid I lack your level of expertise.
Amateur. Just leave the books to me.
Of course. Sounds like a perfect arrangement. Now, there's no time to waste. We should head to the side of the battle right away.
Once we get there, it'll take a bit more work to determine the actual location. Right now, all we have is a general idea.
Well, I'm sure Miss CITLALI can help us with that.
Have you even looked at the time? It's already evening, and I have important plans tonight. Do you expect me to work through the night?
Well... what do you think, Yorichi?
Let's break for the day and meet back up tomorrow. Battlefield's not going anywhere.
Okay, we'll find a place to rest for the night. When should we meet tomorrow?
He's persistent, huh? What do you think, CITLALI? How about noon?
Do we have to wait that long?
Great shamans have important matters to attend to in the morning. My guess is that she just wants to sleep in. Very important things to tend to. That's only because I have important tasks to complete at night. Uh-huh. Smile. Traveler just smiles.
Alright. As Miss CITLALI instructed, let's meet back up tomorrow at noon. We'll be waiting at the exit of the tribal settlement.
And you're out of the way. Oh, hi, you're still here.
Sorry, I just wanted to ask, is Granny Eatsley satisfied with my answer? She's not gonna murder me, right?
Yeah, of course. You really helped us out.
Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't offend her somehow.
You're really that scared of her? She's actually really nice. I swear. She just doesn't portray it. She's just awkward in social situations.
But to be honest, Granny Eatsley almost never interacts with ordinary tribespeople like us. Everything we know about her comes from rumors. She's a powerful shaman who's lived for over 200 years. As a great hero, you're probably the only one who isn't intimidated by her.
Not even Big Man? Not even the Big Bird? Well, thanks for today, CITLALI. Wanna grab a meal? Food? Paimon wants food. I want food too. Are you Paimon 2.0? That's quite considerate of you. Alright, let's grab a few drinks. Just like last time. Oh wait, didn't you say you had important plans tonight? Yes, that involves getting drinks. What did you think I meant? Does that mean you've gone drinking every night for the past 200 years? Now that one's worried about your health. Same place? No, I've had enough socializing for one day. I know somewhere quiet. We can just buy some drinks and head over. Which will also give us a chance to solve the mind reading issue. Ah yes, very important. Considering the necessary spell work, I'd rather do it in private. I don't see the problem with reading each other's minds though. Why do you have a problem with this? I can just leave it as is. It's a cool superpower. Oh yeah! Latina go from room. Oh wait, I should not have done that. Oh no. Thank goodness I have full just Up, up, and away! I'm getting there. We're getting there. We got there. Is this the place? No, further up. I thought you had a hot air balloon. CITLALI leads you to a hot air balloon. Indeed, I saw it. Oh, this is like a secret base. So CITLALI really likes pillows. And also secret bases? Why does she not have a pillow fort inside of her house? That would have been awesome. Sometimes I want the fresh air, but not the company. So I come here. Let's see if my stash is still here. Right, the Halbercrest birds didn't eat my snacks. It also seems kind of dangerous to be drinking alcohol all the way up here, flying in the sky at the top of the mountain. How are you going to get back down? I mean, I guess you can float down on a pillow. Just don't fall off the pillow. Now, for the mind reading issue, give me your hand. Just like last time. It might take a little longer, actually. I just need to share my senses, make a clean break. Hands. Magic. Particles. I'm back. And that should do it, right? This really is a one-of-a-kind view. That must be why CITLALI likes to come here. Pretty colors! I say that because most of the colors are purple and I like purple. You're not wrong. Oh, hold on. Why do I still hear you in my head? No idea. Did I not separate our senses completely? Maybe using my palm isn't strong enough. Close your eyes. Okay. Whoa, their personal space. Wow, their personal space. Please work. Please work. Great challenge should be able to handle this. Oh great, now I'm reading her mind instead. Okay, what about now? I think I heard something. I'm hearing your thoughts now. And now it's gone. It's a proximity thing. That's why we don't hear each other's thoughts unless we're in like talking distance. Huh. Whenever I try to remove the effect, it just flips direction and gets worse. Oh, was that CITLALI's forehead just now? It's really warm. That was just to help with the smell. Shoot, I still hear you. You want to flip directions again? Would it be better if I hear your thoughts? For a human soul, to lose the boundaries of the mind is to drown in the sea of consciousness without a concept of self. Oi, that sounds bad. I read that in a light novel. When it comes to the real world, I think it's pretty accurate. Is CITLALI drunk? She's not making much sense. Anyway, we'll just have to leave it for now. Hearing Archie's thoughts isn't that bad, right? You should just tease her. That's what Paimon would do. It's just, I'm not good at this. I'm not used to being close to people. Never mind, we're good. Sorry. I said we can be friends, but I guess I'm not ready. That's why she is a tsundere. I'm used to being Granny Eatsley. Someone intimidating. Someone people are scared to approach. I don't have to deal with people that way. I live like that. Traveler, she just now said if I live like that. Why are you asking? Yeah. Paimon's been wondering, why do you insist on living so far away? You could easily become a leader of your tribe. Someone everyone loves and respects. When you live as long as me, a person is like a flower. The color draws you in. You water it to see it bloom, rewards you with its fragrance. But it doesn't last. With the passing of seasons, everything withers away. You can try to water it, but it'll never bloom again. Finally, somebody brings up the problem of being immortal or living for hundreds of years. Even though we've already met at least a dozen characters throughout the game, the same game, who are several hundred years old, usually about 500 years or older. CITLALI is even younger than them, and yet she's the one who has this problem. Why is that? Are gods just that unempathetical? Empathetical? Oof. Even if the same plot of soil is covered in flowers the following year, the one you remember won't be there. This analogy sounds very similar to the analogy that's made in Limbus coming during Heathcliff's chapter. There are lots of Heathcliffs, but none of them are my Heathcliff. That's just how it is. Most of the people in my life will be gone one day. Just like a flower. Getting close means losing friend after friend for hundreds of years, until the weight of their memories crushes my soul. If people don't care about me, then I don't have to care about them. It's better if the people in my memories are nothing more than fleeting strangers. CITLALI! This is a very common reoccurring thing where Paimon says somebody's name in a sad tone, because she doesn't know what else to say. My approach is different. I just remember everyone. Especially because games like Genshin and Honkai Star Rail really emphasize the importance of memories. And also Wuthering Waves as well, with the Dream Somno lore. These games really emphasize memories a lot. You won't live as long as me, so you don't have to worry about that. Actually, I might have a long lifespan. I have some truly ancient memories. Really? Then you should understand. Nearly everyone you know will be gone one day. As much as I wish Traveler had voice acting for every voice line, that's a good one. If they're gonna pick any one line to give voice acting to the Traveler, that's the most important one. But they're like, hey, players, quick, pay attention to this. Pay very close attention, this is important line. Lore drop! Traveler lore drop! All the more reason to remember them. Yorichi. Wow. Now we're using this mind reading thing on purpose. I have a friend who only lives in my memories now. In fact, you could say my memories are the sole proof that she exists in this world. Wait, she? What? Is this backwards? Did they forget to translate the genders between Aether and Lumine? Whoops. So sometimes I tell myself, as long as I remember every single friend, they'll never truly die. Instead, they live on in the world of my memories. When friends create memories together, there's always something to hold on to. So if you still need time, let me choose to remember you first. I feel like the rest of the should have also had voice acting, but it's gone. She got one line. One single sentence. Oh well. Yep, that's a CITLALI response. Is something wrong? Smile. This is like the third or fourth time in this quest where Traveler just smiles instead of saying anything. Stupid mind-reading side effect won't go away. It's not like I want to hear you complain about me all the time. Okay, she is definitely drunk. CITLALI, maybe take it easy. At this rate, you might sleep past noon tomorrow. I'm not drunk. I remember everything Yorichi said. I just gotta think of a response. I'll think of something. Uh-oh, not this again. Is she asleep? Oh yeah, I forgot. Does she sleep with her eyes open? I forgot about that. I'm fine. I can get home by myself. And now comes the problem I mentioned about us being on a hot air balloon. How is she planning on getting home? Is she talking in her sleep or talking to us? She seems kind of out of it. Bye! I'm gonna walk back alone. Need some time to think. She is departing. Drifting off into the unknown. Also, hi! Hello! Welcome to the stream. I'm currently in the middle of CITLALI's character study quest. Or like halfway through Act 3, I assume? Around there. She doesn't need us to worry about it. She'll be fine, probably. Did you vote for her? Yes. Because CITLALI is cute, and colorful, and purple, and she got a bunch of space particles and pillows. I like her. A lot more than Malvika. I did not vote for Malvika. Because Malvika is not cute, and not purple, and not anything that CITLALI is. I don't care if Malvika's meta. I don't care if she has bigger damage. I like CITLALI. Alright. What does CITLALI do? Basically, shield. Very tiny little shield, very simple. She floats on pillow. Very important, crucial. And she gives a little bit of a pyro and hydro buff. She increases pyro and hydro damage. Yeah. Small shield. Small pyro hydro buff. That's basically it. Not very strong. Nowhere near as strong as Malvika. Nowhere near as useful. But she's cuter, therefore she is superior. I sit. Wait until 11 the next day. Bop. Like, if you look at all of my other characters that I have fully built at max level, you can see that I very much do not care about how strong or useful characters are. Look at this. All my level 90s. Like, sure I have Farina here. Sure I have Nahida. They're strong, they're useful. But then I have Chi-Chi here at level 90. 90 Aquilophilonia. Triple crowned. Kachina, triple crowned, Constellation 6. Klee, triple crowned. 5-star weapon. We have Sigling with her signature Constellation 1 triple crowned. We have Nahida with her signature weapon triple crowned. Diona Constellation 6 triple crowned. No, wait, dang it. She's one of the two that are not triple crowned. 1 crowned. Dory triple crowned. Constellation 1, unfortunately. But she hasn't been on banner in a while. And Yao doesn't have any crowns. I'm saving these crowns for Eon-san and Sayu. Sayu still hasn't been on banner in over 17 months. I've been waiting so long. But Yaya's Constellation 3. And I'll get it in Constellation 4 during Lantern Rite in a couple weeks. Also have her signature weapon from the event. These are all my strongest characters. Even though Yao is basically useless when I already have Sigwin as a healer. Dory is useless when I have Cookie Shinobu to apply Electro, and also Visual. Diona is useless because now I have another Cryo Shielder. But I like them because they're cute. Klee is also useless because I already have Hu Tao and Arlecchino. I have plenty on-field pyro damage. But Klee is the cutest one, so she's the best. That's all that matters. So that's why I pulled for CITLALI. How much is the hotel skin? I forgot. I had some crystals left over because I had been buying Welkins for a few months. So I just used the crystals that were already left over since there was no other outfits that I want. I still have enough for one more, but I don't know which one I want. Maybe Fischl, maybe Barbara. One of those two. I don't have Nilu though. That's the skin I would have wanted if I had Nilu, but I don't. Sad. 1,680 gems in the top up. $15, I guess. Good outfits. Well, it's on sale actually, isn't it? 1,350. Yeah, basically $15, I guess. Notices? Event? What is here? Ember moves, did Vespa. Oh, it's that one. More Starian parkour. I'll tell you and green a location. Adventure! Where am I going? I'm teleporting here. Up. Well, this should be the place we decided to meet yesterday. Who knows if CITLALI will show up on time? She drank so much last night, she might not even be up yet. She might not even remember anything that we talked about. Oh, hi! Hi! CITLALI! Oh my god, you exist. Great, now even Paimon is scared of her. Everybody's scared of her. Marina sounds so surprised. Drinking is just a way to pass the time. I mastered the art of moderation long ago. Ah. No thoughts. Head empty. Last night doesn't count. It was a minor slip-up, that's all. Anyway, I gave everything a lot of thought. And I think you're right about something. The Battle of 7 Cards holds the key to a lot of the answers I've been searching for. So that's why you're here so early. Oh great, now these guys are here.
Yoruchi, great shaman. Sorry to keep you waiting. Shall we head out?
But do we? Why bodyguards? Why have you brought them here? Just follow me. I'll confirm the location myself.
Of course.
So does everyone the site of the battlefield? Wow! Pillow. See, this is where I built for CITLALI right here. Pillow. She floats around on a pillow. She's got little space particles around her. She's so comfy. How long can she fly for? As long as you have stamina, I guess. Or as long as you have height. Like, you can see she's not using Night Soul gauge to float, she's using my stamina. It's basically like a very slightly extended glide. Very similar to using a glider like this. But you gotta jump before it, that's all. So she can fly infinitely for as much height as you have. She just can't fly straight horizontally. She's always descending downwards. So, very long, but not fast. Is it here? We're going down? We're going down. Meow. This should be it. Magic. Rock. Well, CITLALI, I didn't know you were an earthbender. Since we're doing the geo powers, I thought you were a cryo character. So, the battlefield is inside this place?
That could explain a lot of our academic questions. Don't lose focus. Once we get to the actual side of the battle, all the evidence needed for publication will be at our fingertips.
Everyone ready?
Ready.
Enter the ruins of the Battle of Seven Colors. Oh boy, it's dungeon time! 7 nude ruins. Finally, following Ichiman. I was forgetting his name. Ichiman's directions, CITLALI managed to find the entrance to the ruined battlefield. All this time, it turns out that the secrets of the Battle of Seven Colors lay buried deep underground. Recommends cryo. I have CITLALI. I assume it'll also give me a trial of CITLALI. She's probably better built than my current CITLALI. I have no artifacts for her. An animal. I don't have Sayu. Dang it. It's been over 17 months. Oliver's. Please add Sayu back into the game. Undelete her. I have sucrose, I guess. Do I bring Diona? What's the CITLALI team? Bring CITLALI first. Kachina for more Night Soul. Diona for more cryo application and elemental mastery. Then sucrose. Wait. We don't have a damage dealer here. Okay, maybe not Diona. We need another pyro hydro damage dealer. I guess we could do more Alani, but then we have no healer. Dang it! This sucks. If I had Sayu, she would be animal and also a healer. But no! No, I'm not bringing Jean. Shut up. Not happening. I know she's right there. I know she's staring at me. But I refuse. Selling Gina. Sucrose for animal. Need a healer / damage dealer.
Sigly.
She technically does hydro damage with her ultimate. I guess. Sort of, kind of. I mean, we could just not bring Katrina. Bring Sigrid in Farina. Or Klee. Since CITLALI buffs pyro damage and hydro damage. She buffs both of them. Sigrid on here. CITLALI here. Klee here. Perfect. Now we're ready. Softy. Flight mode loading screen. Spooky cave time. So, the Abyss is made into a cave like this? When the Abyss first began to curl the ley lines, they took every opening they could get.
All the items here should be useful for our research.
You're not to touch a single one without my nod of approval.
I don't support invasive excavation techniques either. Of course. I'll defer to the expert on this matter. Well, shall we continue?
CITLALI is very good at bumping her head on the ceiling in tight areas. Indoors.
There are weapons here from every tribe in that land. That must have encompassed the entire nation.
Sounds
Sounds like we're getting closer to what the legend describes.
But
All we can really say is that a battle took place here. There's no evidence of any colors or some elaborate maze.
They're going to be colors that only I can see. Wow, you're really invested in the Battle of Seven Colors.
Well, it's the reason I came to Natlan in the first place. Grudok, send some of your men to search the area. We might miss something all grouped together like this. I'd like to cover all our bases.
all the bases?
You got it.
They're gonna start destroying stuff, aren't they? Don't jump to conclusions. Of course it's in the side of the actual battle. We have to keep going. Onward and upward! Hello. This wall's in our way. I might have an idea. Yorichi, try removing that sphere. Take. Oh. I took. Ah. Wow! We passed straight through. What was that? Some kind of color magic? Ah, I see what's happening. We picked up a purple orb. So we could pass through the purple door. And now I see a blue door ahead. We need to find the blue orb. I'm so smart. It's very close to the technique Huitlin might have used.
That's it? Doesn't quite compare to the skill described in the legend. Still, what a terrific archaeological find!
Enough chit-chat. We should keep going. The deeper we go, the more we'll find. We must find more colors. Ooh, box. Mine now. I like music. Wow. Hold on. If we step here, we might fall through. Up. You mean there are traps in here? Remember how we were able to pass through the wall just now? It must have been because on our person we were carrying the same color as the wall. Well, let's put the sphere down and see what happens. Boing. Oh, you're right. We can keep on going now. Boing. Ta-da! Blue orb. Boing. What do we do now? Wait, what was that? What is this place? I see red. I see yellow.
Look, a maze made of colors.
Oh, is this the maze she made? Did she trap everybody in a pocket dimension? Not what I was expecting.
It's real. The One Piece is real. I can't believe it.
Hold on. The quality of the space. This isn't reality. It's a realm of memory. Ah. Is it the Night Kingdom? No. This is a space constructed using memories as a medium. The principle is similar, but the two are not the same. What? Bing bong! Huitlin. What? No, it's just a trace of her consciousness left behind after creating the space. Hans, this is my question to you. What is our strongest weapon against the Abyss? In my opinion, it's memory. After all, it is not our... After losing the capacity for memory, love, and compassion, there are enemies who fell to the Abyss. That's why, with our memories, we possess a power the Abyss cannot hope to match. I have discovered the perfect medium for us to wield that weapon. You know it as color. The more cherished the memory, the more vivid its color. As memories disappear, their color fades first. That's why color is the best vehicle to wield the power of memory. Guided by vibrant colors, your capacity for memory is what will allow you to navigate this maze. Without that capacity, enemies will fail to cross the barrier in front of them and be trapped here for eternity. So be brave, my friends, and march forward. Any ideas, CITLALI? Sounds like she loved the tutorial. Not surprising, she always did have to handhold her talentless students. Follow me. Oof. Blue. Yellow. I'm holding a blue orb. Oh. Pink. Meow. Ah. Oh, that's close. Boing. Boing. Yellow. There are monsters here too! Abyss creatures. Looks like a few monsters made it. Oh, I cannot read that fast, CITLALI. Please slow down. You apply pyro, then viridescent, and then melt. Bubble spray. We apply hydro, and then we explode. Bonk. 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 Explode! I did it. Oh, a pink orb. Yoink. Boing. I'm going to hug the right wall. I will never... I will not hug the right wall. I apologize. Lots of these color-changing blocks. Until I fell through all of a sudden. You scared him half to death. Must be one of the mechanics of the maze. I'm guessing the purpose is to help... I cannot read that fast. Right? Oh no! More monsters! Shoot, they're blocking the way. Let's get rid of them. Power attack! Kabooey! Kabooey! Spray! I did it. Nice. Yoink. Yellow. Boing. Why walk when can float? Boing. Oh no. This place is so pretty. If not for those monsters, Balan would have never guessed this is a battlefield. The showmanship's not bad, I'll give it that. Is this a bridge made of colors? Rainbow Road. Don't sound so surprised. You just need to cross and we should reach the end. Mario Kart Rainbow Road. Wow! We're out. Looks like we made it through the maze. Hold on. This is... Oh, it's so pretty! Nothing inside the sphere looks exactly like the maze. It's like a miniature blueprint made from a special dye. Color. Ooh, colors.
That color.
The dye was modified using a secret technique to harness the power of memories and create mazes like the one we just witnessed. Without that power, it's just a normal dye, but the color it produces is still quite rare. All three of the colors. I would say this is the most direct evidence that the Battle of Seven Colors actually took place.
Which means I'm going to steal it now.
The expert has spoken!
Perhaps I could take a closer look? It's an important piece of physical evidence, after all.
No, you may not. Ah, there they go. Oh, what are you doing?
I'm stealing it.
You noticed my signal. Not bad, Unity. We're making a good team. Ah, I don't need to read your mind. Cool.
So you've been watching me.
Hi. A self-proclaimed book merchant who's never heard of Shogun Almighty, reborn as Raiden with unlimited power? Please. That work was a commercial success across Teyvat. I knew you were fishy, but I didn't expect you to pull something like this.
Monster much lucid. We just need a few pictures for our research, not the artifact itself. What if it gets damaged or destroyed? Shut it! I couldn't care less about preserving this piece of trash. I would destroy it right now if I could.
Why didn't there be no evidence to prove the battle took place?
What if that was my goal all along?
What?
Pretending to be a book merchant, pretending to promote the history of Natlan and its heroes, was the only way to get information out of the people in this tribe. But make no mistake, I'm no lowly merchant. I'm the future owner of the largest printing company in all of Teyvat.
Oh god, he's a tycoon entrepreneur. He truly is evil.
But the die in that sphere ruined all my plans before they could even get off the ground.
Attila? Whom? What? Where? Huh? Magazine? We received a report that your advertisement in the paper makes false claims. Fontaine Law demands to be taken down immediately.
False claims? The dye I advertised with it is an unprecedented innovation. It produces colors of unmatched radiance.
Unfortunately, its qualities are neither unprecedented nor unmatched. According to the lady who made the report, she saw a woven scroll in Natlan made with a similar dye. Even more miraculous, that substance dates back hundreds of years.
How? Creating this dye is the culmination of my entire life's work. You're telling me I'm hundreds of years too late?
Calm down, sir.
Sorry, it's just... I know this product will be a hit. The economic boost to Fontaine will be huge. We just need to advertise it as written. Fontaine's publishing industry is one of the best in the world. All we need to do is publish something in the paper, and all of Teyvat will think it was our invention first. We don't need to worry about more reports. Fontaine is far more advanced than Natlan. No one will believe in such an innovative product could come from a place like that.
That goes against all of Fontaine's advertisement regulations. We can't do that.
What if I give you a portion of the profits? All you have to do is let the advertisement stay.
You're trying to bribe me? Careful. I'm dangerously close to reporting this to Monsieur Neuvillette.
I knew. If I was just allowed to market my product, it would be a hit. A bestseller even. I would be a giant in the printing industry.
Why is this starting to sound like a Breaking Bad reference?
But now, no one will see it as anything more than a poor imitation, marketed centuries too late. No matter how good the product actually is, not a single one will sell. I'll never accept that someone from this backwards, ignorant nation could come up with that dye. Not 200 years before me.
Even when the truth is right in front of you?
Truth is in the eye of the beholder.
No, it's not. The word is pretty. Or beauty? Pretty. Beauty. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Or treasure. Not truth. Wrong word that starts with T and TR.
I'm already in the printing industry. I can go into publishing no problem. All I have to do is destroy this sphere, write a detailed report about my findings, and publish it around the world. And the so-called truth becomes your word against mine. Once my report is accepted as fact, no one can accuse me of making false claims.
Go leave a monologue. I'm going to beat you up now. That's awful. What happened to restoring the truth of history?
That plan hasn't changed. I'll continue to spread my truth for all of Teyvat to see.
That's a nice evil monologue, big bad evil guy monologue you got there. But did you forget who you're talking to? I'm the main protagonist.
You mean a hero of Natlan who's not actually from Natlan, and a great shaman who, according to rumor, abandoned her tribe long ago? From a practical perspective, there's no reason for either of you to stand against me.
Shows what you know. Since you like rumors so much, have you heard the one about what happens to people who get on my bad side?
The wrath of Granny CITLALI. Like I said, our interests aren't at odds.
I mean, yes, they are.
I knew from the beginning that you would accept my invitation. Considering CITLALI was your rival, you've lived longer than her. You're far stronger than her, and yet she's always been more revered than you. Now that can change. With the backing of the printing industry, I can take any book and send it to all four corners of Teyvat. This part of Natlan's history will be mine to tell. And in my version, I can erase the Battle of Seven Colors. You can be the one to have all the glory.
That's not real history.
That's a no then? Oh yeah.
He's turning into an anime Gyaru antagonist. He's turning into a Yakuza.
Your history means nothing to me. But it's not allowed to stand in the way of my Mora.
Not running your mouth. But before heading over to the tribe, I think I'll have my way with you first. Teach him a lesson and make it stick. Hit him hard. Hit him with pillows.
If this comes to a fight, per my contract, you're gonna have to go through me.
That's right. I didn't pay all that more for nothing.
Wait, aren't you subordinate to the captain? Or are you helping someone else to erase Natlan's history?
The captain? You actually bought that? United in the pursuit of Mora, we travel the land to collect debts. Our loyalty is to Regrator, his interests, and his wealth.
Regrator? Ooms? Am I supposed to know who that is? Is that one of the Vtuber? Is that a harbinger? Genshin Regrator. It is a harbinger. Pantalone. Don't hear about this guy ever. The 9th of the 11 Vtuber harbingers. First appears in Introduce, yeah. Story, oh, that's a lot of words. All three of the harbingers have voiceovers that mention them. Yeah, Lauren mentions apparently. I'm gonna have to look him up more. I don't remember. I don't know who this guy is.
The captain means nothing to them. They serve a different harbinger altogether. Regrator.
Yeah, I had them the first time. I got it. Saying him a second time will not make me remember who he is more. I looked it up.
This man has the potential to become a giant in the printing industry and disrupt Fontaine's economic system. This aligned with Regrator's interests.
It's all been a lie. From the very beginning. This doesn't change anything by a month. We're still gonna beat them up with pillows. I don't care who you serve. When it comes to punishment, I don't discriminate. Everyone tastes pillow. Apply pyro. Swirl. Swirl. I'm trying, I swear. Melt. Wow! Freeze. Cowboy! Bonk. I'm beating him up. I'm beating him up good. Spray! Swirl. Bonk. Pyro. Cowboy! Melt. Wing! Ah, I missed. Why is he healing? Am I supposed to beat up this guy first? Why? Why are you healing him? Why do you do this? You monster! Vaporize! Vaporize! There we go. Now you beat him up. Swirl! Melt! Pillows! Freeze! Cowboy! I did it. Ha! That's all you get for messing with the hero of Nowin and Granny Italy! They could give her greater a run for his Mora.
Why did this person get so strong? Looks like the men following the captain have failed to update us on the latest intelligence. Not good. This is becoming more trouble than it's worth. You're on your own.
Okay, bye.
Hey, what about our contract? Your boss signed it himself. Our boss never signs a contract without loopholes. Even a veteran businessman like yourself fell into his trap. That's what makes him the best. Go home and read the fine print. All I did was trigger the exculpatory clause.
I don't know what that word means.
Ew. The other stipulations have been fulfilled. I set up explosives around the cave, strong enough to destroy this place, as instructed.
Ah. Why is Paimon the only person who seems surprised by this?
Oh, and for security purposes, all explosives have been rigged to blow at a specific time. Shouldn't be too long now.
You're still inside of this place. Why did you set them to blow up while you're still here? What? And this whole place is gonna collapse! Flashbacks to Yelon's character story quest.
You were supposed to wait until I made it out. Are you trying to kill me?
Flashbacks to Yelon's character story quest.
That depends on how fast you can run. I'm up.
You think you can just waltz on out of here? Yurichi, stop them, and then we'll make a break for it. Can do.
If I'm caught, I implicate my boss. Time for the backup plan.
Wait, no. Oh, you can just do that, I guess. We're here now. Color. Oh, where are we? I'm back at the maze. Our surroundings look different, though. What is that doing I do? You made it blow up. It expanded. It filled the whole room. We need to find CITLALI. She's probably somewhere around here, too. Good point. She don't know how to get out of here. Oh, let's hurry. If we don't make it out before the cave collapses, we might never be able to leave. Where could she be? We are kind of floating in the skies. There's not exactly a lot of places she could hide. Let's see. CITLALI! How that works. Well, we know she's not able to hear us. Or vice versa. Looks like it's not gonna be that easy. What should we do? I see color! Seems to be guiding me. The special color? The one you saw on that woven scroll? Why did it appear around here? I'm not gonna ask questions about it, I'll just follow it. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, you're right. I'll lead the way out of here. He triggered it just like that? The technique isn't activated correctly. Instead of a realm of memory, the subjects in question will be trapped in a temporary space like this. If you cannot escape in time, it's mutually assured destruction. But I can't fault someone for using it as a last resort. I know it. Someone of your skill wouldn't leave behind memory fragments just to parrot instructions. You must have the capacity for conscious thought. I appreciate the compliment. It's been a long time, my friend. This is no time for a reunion. The cave outside is about to collapse. I know time flows differently in this place, but that still doesn't leave us much time. Can you help me get out? You'll misunderstand, CITLALI. I'm nothing more than a fragment of memory. There's not much I can do. What do you mean? This space can be manipulated, right? The exit of your maze. I remember its structure. If I create an exit here, I can leave. You just need to tell me how to manipulate the space. The maze you saw earlier was constructed using the memories of many warriors of that one. When people leave deep impressions on each other, their memories form connections. These connections are particularly strong between comrades in arms. That's how I create my maze. The connections between the memories were my needle and thread, and the special color was my fabric. But if that color is crudely combined with an isolated memory, one without connections, you get a place like this. It's basically like just flicking a brush at a canvas. It's not really a picture of anything, it's just splatters. It's a mess. This space is a combination of my color and your memories. It's no way to alter or construct anything within it, because there are no connections at your disposal. Over 200 years and not a single lasting connection. This is my punishment, huh? But I am your lasting connection. I am the protagonist, the hero who will save you. Well, at the very least, you have a connection to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to appear in this space. Not only because you never gave me a moment's peace. Still, it's a shame you're not around. You said it yourself. A memory fragment can't be used to create the connections I need. CITLALI. But now that I have the chance to talk to you again, I need you to give me an answer. Your special technique. You didn't pass it on to your students. You passed it on to your rival you can never meet. Me. What I want to know is why. So, you figured it out. After what I saw in the maze and everything you just told me, I'm certain the technique at the center of all this is the same one you taught me all those years ago. But you never brought up the fact that you used it to win a battle. From your description, it might as well have been a simple color trick. I'm getting the feeling you always meant for me to come here. But if this is the foreshadowed event, I'm not happy with the narrative setup. CITLALI, ever since you learned that technique, you've been able to see a special color, haven't you? You mean... The color is the core... Well, that color is the core of the technique. But it isn't my invention. It's something I discovered in the work of our ancestors. Ah, so it was not even invented a couple... 200 years ago. It was invented even longer ago than that. Don't tell the big bad evil guy that. More specifically, you can call it the color of memories. In truth, passing on the technique is the process of using that color to tint another person's memories. Yes, the technique has the power to decide victory. But in my opinion, the capacity to add color to someone's memories is where the true value lies. You're fated to live far longer than me, CITLALI. I couldn't bear the thought of all those years existing as a blank canvas in your memory. So I wanted to leave a little color behind. Your color? You mean... One day, you too will want to leave behind your color in someone else's memory. When that day comes, you'll understand my decision. So, if you still need time, let me choose to remember you first. No, wait, this is Traveler talking, not her friend. I have to get out of here. That's the only way to rescue them. Magic. CITLALI, what are you? I understand the true principle of this technique now. If I can't construct an exit, then I'll separate this color from my memories by force. Are you deleting your friend from your memory? What? But you can lose a portion of your memories that way. I know, but my memory is just a blank canvas I've neglected for 200 years. My friends are worth the risk. I have to find her. Can she hear me? Oh, she's hearing my thoughts. Because that means we're in close proximity. Yorichi? When you entered the realm of memory I constructed, I used your memories to learn about your recent experiences. I have a feeling you're the one who'll be saved this time. After 200 years, someone has appeared by your side. The kind of person I could never have anticipated. The Night Kingdom harbors Natlan's memories. And the Traveler's connection to that realm is incredibly strong, surpassing even the shamans who worship the Lord of the Night. This means that even without your tutelage, she can see the color of memories. What did you say? Oh, she doesn't know how to wield it. She unknowingly left behind a trace of color in your memories. That was enough to guide her to the space. You now have a connection at your disposal. Well, CITLALI, it looks like part of this was foreshadowed, but the rest is a surprise. Yorichi. Yorichi! That's CITLALI's voice. She's just up ahead. I cannot see her, but I'm going. This is goodbye, my friend. Your memories of the past 200 years are much more than a blank canvas. Cherish them. CITLALI. CITLALI! Hi, Paimon. Paimon! Yorichi! Hi, I'm here. We finally found you. Let's finally get out of here. Hold my hand. Hand. I mean, I'm not really holding it, I'm hovering over it. Close enough. Cutscene! This seems like the perfect time for a cutscene. No! Not a cutscene. That's surprising. Did we teleport out? Man, that place was so... Well, we made it out just in time. I wonder what happened to that Vtuber guy and the others. He was most likely trapped inside that space, just like us. The external structure supporting that space would have collapsed within the ruin. Unless he managed to escape, he would have been crushed. You still prefer that to being caught, huh? What about the Fontanians? They were standing a bit farther away, right? They probably weren't pulled into this space. Maybe they already made a run for it? Ah, speaking of.
Hello.
Hi. Ah! It's one of the guys in boys! Quick, restrain him!
I can explain. I had no idea Mutlusen was such a terrible person. I couldn't stop him from running, so I stayed behind and tried to find people to help rescue you. I'm so glad he managed to get out of there.
Either way, the guards will take you back to the tribe. You'll be their problem.
I understand.
Anyway, I'm not here to harp on you. I just need to know one thing. Which way did he run?
He went that way. But I'm not sure if you can catch up.
That way. Unless he's something goes a pair of wings, I think we're okay. Yorichi, Paimon, come with me. It goes to a dead end, doesn't it? Meow. Birds. Hey, Donatobo! Having a big dinosaurs. They cut my frozen. Hello. Something felt off about him yesterday, so I set a few things in motion. Looks like it's time for that foreshadowing to pay off.
My bank balance. No. No.
Oh darn. What's wrong with him? That's one of the tricks Claw uses to scare people. He makes people hallucinate the thing that scares them the most. So the thing that scares him the most is becoming poor. His bank balance disappearing. Much like how my biggest fear is socialization. It's particularly effective on weak-minded people like him. Serves him right. Bird noises. I know, it was a lot to ask, making you come all the way out here during the day. Why bird noises? Was that a declaration? Tomo didn't appoint us a whole other task, did he? Forget about him for now. The Ectomosaurus will make sure Montalus doesn't escape before the guards arrive. In the meantime, we have unfinished business, remember? Right, the special school. But Madaya's buried underneath a bunch of rubble now. Don't worry, Halitsun's technique hasn't been lost at all. Come with me, I'll explain everything at my house. Oh, and Yurichi, everything you said about memory? I finally figured out my answer. Yay, character growth. I know you know to tag along. Let's go. What's complete? But there's more! Hi, how's your bank doing? Yeah, sounds about right. Have fun with the birds. Where are we going now? Teleport. Ah! Light the mode loading screen. Meow. Boing. Boing. I float. We're at the CITLALI's house. Colors. Boing. Does she consume phlogiston and now if she runs out of stamina? She does. Wait, no, she does not. What? Why did I drop just now? Oh, I'm descending. Oh, okay. She does not consume phlogiston. Weird. Oh. Ah! Light mode loading screen, why do you torture me so? Why do you do this to me? No. When it comes to leaving the scroll itself, you don't actually need to lift a finger. But we're going to pass on Hazelin's technique. Your participation is critical. What are you saying, CITLALI? Follow me. Bird. Big wall squirrel. Pillow. Oh, look at this place. Do you use scrolls too? Scrolls. Scrolls? I thought you were going to show me your masterpiece. Ah, she's old now. That I am, old friend. The technique I'm about to show you directly relates to woven scrolls. Fine. What is it? Something that can turn the tide of war or prevent a great disaster? You probably want to challenge me, right? I know you don't have the strength for a real fight, so I'll let you beat me with words. Oh, old friend. My life is nearing its end. I'm afraid I don't have time for another match. Hey. Don't worry. I trust in the belief of our tribe that death is not the end, but the beginning of a new existence in the Night Kingdom, where everything is made of memories.
死ぬんじゃない。八神の国へ、記憶でできた国に行くだけだと。どうして先祖たちが
So, do you know why our ancestors insisted on using colorful woven scrolls to record our history?
あなたもなんとなくわかってるんじゃ
Because
な
now
い
one really likes graffiti.
歴史は
Because
部族の
history is the
記憶
memory
な
of
ん
a
だよ。
people.
あの世界
We
に
give
行
our
っても
scrolls an orange hue so the dead can still feel the warmth of the setting sun.
歴史をオレンジ色で染めよう。あの世界
We
に行っ
decorate
て
them
も
with kernels of grain fruit so the dead can still enjoy the abundance of our harvest.
歴史をグレインの実の模様で飾ろう。
それは気づいてた。
I know that. But
でも
something this
部族で重要な
important?
公務なのに
Why entrust it to me and not one of your
弟子たちに頼まない
students?
わけ？
あなたを呼んだのは
As your friend,
個人
I
的な
admit
思いから
I'm
だ
being a
よ。
bit selfish. I
あ
don't
な
have
たに理
long,
解してもらう
CITLALI.
には
I'm not
残
sure
された
I
時
can
間じゃ
truly explain
足
my
りないかも
decision,
ね。
but I know you'll understand one
け
day.
どいつか分かってくれるって信じてる。私の最
For
後のお
now,
願
will
い
you
を
accept my final request?
聞いてくれる？
今回だけ
Just this once.
ようやく君の思いを理解できた。
I understand now. Litlin,
黒、
just like you said I would.
それ
Come on, help me move this outside. I'm going to color it. Bird noises.
旅人とパイモンも
Unity,
一緒に来て
Paimon, come with me. God helps you bring the woven scroll outside. Ooh, sparkles. Color magic space particles. We are like birds, soaring through the horizons of time. Now it's cutting time.
記憶の花
Oh
畑
yeah.
の中で一緒に旅をしてくれる色を探す。あの世界に行っても鮮やかな羽に染まった空が見れますように。あの世界の緑が冒険を愛する魂を受け入れますように。あの世界の青が遠方に憧れる方を支えますように。火山も忘れちゃいけない。危険をはらんではいるけど大地に贈り物をくれる。そして落書きも。これがないと夜の色は単調になってしまうから。最後は？最後はやっぱり私の色も覚えてほしいな。それから君の色も覚えてほしい。つまるところウォーベンを染める方法ってことよね。チトラリに託したいのは染め方だけじゃない。さよなら友よ。色を記憶に留めることが選ばれた人の本当の使命でしょ。そうすれば 彼らは紙と文字の砂丘に埋もれずに済む。よくわかってるじゃない。
Yay! Nice. Good cutscene. Good animation. I like colors. I always say this in basically every cutscene and every animation. And also when I'm just looking at environments and games. I like colors. Colors are good. Colors are very nice. Colors make me happy. I don't know how to explain it. I don't need to explain it. It just is. I knew you'd understand. Hell, I'm back. This is the special scroll. How did you know how to leave it, CITLALI? Wait a second. It's possible to do CITLALI's character quest before completing the main Archon quest, isn't it? Would this scroll be different if I did it in a different order? Oh, this is real confusing. Because there's also that scene during the finale of the Archon quest where I talked to people from each tribe and they mentioned what I did from the tribal reputation quests. But CITLALI did not mention much about it. Because I hadn't done her quest yet. So if I do her quest and then the Archon quest, then CITLALI will have some extra stuff to say during that scene. But what if I... Then would this be different? Would the scroll be different? Huh? Remember the gift from the spirits? Hold on. You lived for more than 200 years. You know how to leave the special scroll. That must mean you're the one behind that gift from the spirits. Oh, I see. So she's been secretly helping everybody in the tribe from behind the scenes and just not telling them. That sounds about right. I'm not surprised. Well, it's not like I wanted to interact with the appointed. So whenever I just delivered the scroll, I used the illusions to confuse them. The fact that I turned into some kind of divine intervention is because no one was skilled enough to see through my tricks. Why not just tell them? You already know why Travel, she doesn't want to talk to people. You've carried the duty along for all these years! Even if you don't like interacting with people, why not teach someone else how to do it? Yorichi, you can see the special color, right? Yes. The essence of that color is memory. That means completing the special scroll is a process of searching for color within your memories. Passing the technique on to someone means sharing your memories with them. You need to leave traces of your color in their memory, and they must do the same. And even though I only confirmed that today, I have had suspicions for a long time. And, well, ever since Huitsuin died, I haven't wanted to form that kind of connection with people. Oh, yeah. It was her final wish, so I kind of resigned myself to taking on the burden forever. After all, I have all the time in the world. Bird noises. But Claw never stopped appointing new candidates to leave the scroll, despite knowing exactly how I felt about the situation. I mean, he never stopped trying to find new friends for you? I knew exactly what he was doing. And yeah, if I ever did share my memories with someone, I guess that person would be a friend. But it never got to that point. This time though, you win, Claw. Happy bird noises. Take this. I guess it's my response to what you told me the other night. Ah, my confession. What? Handkerchief. Purple. I like purple. What is it? If I had to choose my color, it would be the color of this handkerchief. Can I steal your color? I like your color. I like purple. That's a good shade of purple. Can I steal it? I want to be my color. Countless people exist in my memories. I know one day that'll be my fate too. A memory living on in someone else's head. Since you have a long lifespan, you are the perfect candidate to bear this memory. and carry my color in your mind. Does this mean I'm officially your friend? Just keep it safe, and you better not forget my color when I'm gone. Oh, it's a little early to talk about death, don't you think? It's only been a few seconds since we made the friendship official. Isn't that what friends are for? Okay, this is a serious commitment. Well, CITLALI, if Yorichi's going to leave their color in your mind too, it'll probably be good, right? Actually, their mark is already there. Remember that mind-reading effect I couldn't fix? Well, I finally got to the bottom of it. Sharing senses allows communication to occur between the consciousnesses of two different people. Naturally, memories are also involved in that process. Although I didn't know it at the time, we both had the ability to see the color of memory. Which means that when I shared my senses with you, a connection was created between our memories. And that connection is what caused my original spell to go haywire. So... does that mean it is, or is not because I'm a special protagonist? So you can hear Yorichi's thoughts because you left traces of color in each other's memories? This is confusing. And that's why Yorichi could hear your thoughts too, because they went both ways, right? Quick thinking, but only those trained in the mystic arts can maintain that level of connection. That's why I can still hear Yorichi's thoughts, but not the other way around. But I thought it swapped whenever you try to use this spell again. It goes both ways. It just depends on when you cast the spell again. Swap. There's no need to worry though. Now that I've figured out how it works, I'll get rid of it in no time. Ah! I lied. Hearing each other's thoughts actually depends on the strength of the connection between our memories. Ah, I can hear her thoughts. So, after everything we just went through, I bet you can hear me again. I'm thinking a gasp. I'm thinking about gasping. I knew it. So is there a way to stop it? Since the connection between our memories is already there, the only way to get rid of the effect is for one of us to forget about the other. CITLALI and I are both just staring at each other for an extended period of time, and Paimon is confused why neither of us are saying anything. ... No thoughts. Head empty. Just messing with you. I'm a legendary shaman of my tribe. Now that I know the cause, of course I can figure out how to fix it. Paimon feels left out. It'll probably still take some time though, so bear with me for today. Besides, I'm an open book. It's not like you're gonna hear anything in bed. Paimon, please. Paimon, please, we're thinking. I mean, we're talking. I mean, we're... I don't know what we're doing. It's not like you're gonna hear anything embarrassing. Unless I've had a few drinks. Oh, so you can't turn it off. That's a shame. A shame? I mean, if you ever missed this old telepathy mess, I can always share my senses with you again. No promises though. Some thoughts are better kept to yourself. What are you two staring at each other for? Why are you talking without Paimon? Paimon can't hear either of your thoughts. Paimon wants to hear too. Poor Paimon is left out. Oi! Here. Legend inscribed woven scroll. Woven scroll and CITLALI helped you complete. Chronicles the legendary battle you undertook to become a hero of Atlan. And CITLALI's handkerchief. Handkerchief that CITLALI gave you as a gift. May its colors ever stay in your memory as a present and as a promise. Nice purple. I like purple. This is a good handkerchief. This is my color. I'm stealing it. Hello. Wait until morning the next day. What do you mean there's more? can I do that while airborne? Wait, I need time. 8. That's male. Dang it. Time. Up. Water. Ta-da! The color of memory. You know what's going to Chief Miram? Oh yeah, of course it's not done. We haven't given the scroll to the chief. Why didn't I think about that? Whoops. That was kind of the whole point of the beginning of the quest. Wow, colors!
You did it? The investigation into the Battle of 7 Colors must have been fruitful indeed. I do hope you shared what you learned. Oh, the scroll is finished already.
Tolapa's wisdom is never wrong.
Yeah, we should explain. Take it away, Yoriji. Oh. Hi. What am I taking away? You share everything you learned about the special color while keeping CITLALI's contribution a secret.
I see.
You don't look surprised at all.
It makes perfect sense. History is the memory of a people. If you want to depict it, a dye derived from people's memories is, of course, the best choice. Now it's just a matter of preserving the secret technique. From your description, it sounds like learning the technique requires the previous holder to share their memories.
Well, yeah.
In that case, I must work with our priests to reinvent the technique based on the principles you described. After all, memories are precious things, meant to be shared with those closest to us. I cannot take that choice away from you, Yorichi. You completed your task admirably. Finding a way to carry on that legacy is now our duty.
Alright, we'll leave that to you.
Oh, and please pass along my thanks to Granny Itzley.
Ah, I thought I left that part out.
We interrogated the Fontanian merchant she apprehended, and it turns out he is the reason some among our tribe started to question our history. He hired people to spread misinformation about the Battle of 7 Colors. The recent friction within the tribe is entirely his doing.
Of course it was. Why would it not be?
We now have a record of his crimes, and will begin working with Fontaine authorities in a few days.
So he was behind the controversy in the first place. Guess it's easier to investigate when people are already questioning something. Anyway, that clears it up. People don't just question their history out of nowhere. Thank you, Miram. We'll be on our way. Thank you, big man. We'll be on our way.
Until we meet again, small woman.
Explain this. Okay, we're going back again. Here I go. No, she's not far. Going back to CITLALI again, but not at her house. Yo, what's up? You told him everything, right? Yeah. Oh, I heard the part about your contribution, but it kinda seemed like Chief Bram himself he was. You could have just said it was a gift from the spirits. Yeah, but Chief Bram deserves something in return for his hard work. Wait, what did he do? He didn't do much hard work. I guess he is different from the previous chiefs. But if he figures out it was me all these years, I'm in for a world of trouble.
There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Oh, it's the other Fontanian researcher. He wasn't taken away with his boss?
Please call me Alier. After questioning, the tribe absolved me of any serious wrongdoings, so I'm here. I'll be heading back to Fontaine soon. No employer means no funding, after all. But I wanted to finish my investigation first. I'd like to have some questions about Huitlin. I want people outside of Outland to hear her story, but my understanding still has some holes.
Questions? Why should I let an outsider tell our stories?
Don't misunderstand. I have no intention of twisting your history or using it to make a profit. It's just honest curiosity, I assure you. I believe amazing stories deserve to be shared with the world. Culture thrives through dialogue and exchange.
It's got a point. Alright, you can ask your questions, but be quick. I have important plans after this. Like drinking alcohol and reading manga. Fair enough. Important plans.
Thank you very much.
Amir conducts a thorough interview, only leaving when CITLALI finally runs out of patience. Oof. Another day, another drained social battery. I feel you, CITLALI. I feel you. We should probably get going then. Hold on. You owe me a pair of books. Shoot, you're right. Ah, that. When it comes to light novels, your memory is like a steel trap, huh? Books that rare will take some time to find. Then again, I do have connections to Yai Miko. I'm sure she's got a few. You're telling me? Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. You might need to go to Yai Publishing House in person. That's what I just said. But I don't need them right away. Just don't forget, okay? Of course! I'll get them sent to you as soon as we can. Sent to me? Nuh-uh. I don't want a stranger knocking on my door when I'm hungover. Here, just take this. Ah! Wow. Does this mean we're married now? I guess we're married. And this is... the key to my house. Don't bother knocking next time. You'll disturb my sleep. So you want me to just... sneak in and set the books down and then sneak out? Mysteriously? Huh. Sure, I guess. The truth of the Battle of Seven Colors complete! Let's go! Nice. Oh yeah, I got another material for... oh, but CITLALI's handkerchief and key, they merged. They became one. The key given to you by CITLALI so that you won't wake me up by beating on my door while I'm drunk. You carefully placed it alongside the handkerchief she gave you. After all, you've collected so many keys in the past, so this one needs to have a special mark to stand out. True. And now there's more of the Pilgrim's Chronicle! Hey, CITLALI is here now! Nice. Wait, but Anton is already here. Huh. Wait, that's weird. I am confused. How's Ian-san already here? If characters aren't supposed to appear until after I complete their tribal chronicle. I hope that my colors may abide in your memory, always. Got it. I mean, I don't got it, but I got it. Weird. Iktomi School map. Cool. Here. Yoink. Hey, more materials. Even though she's already at level 80, I'm not going to get her up to 90. That's too expensive. Whoops. Maybe I farmed her a little bit too early. Dang it. Look at this. I need so many more of these. 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 How am I supposed to get her up to level 90? What do you mean? I need to save my resin for artifacts. She still does not have a 4-piece artifact set. She's struggling. She has no artifacts. She's borrowing Kachina's right now. Oh dear. The talents are all good though. I don't need to level these up anymore. So that's nice. Level 80. Sacrificial Fragments is very good on her. She's not stealing this from anybody else, I'm pretty sure. Kazunahida has her signature. Milani has Winsith. Sucrose has Mapamare. Klee has Lost Prayer. Yes, I'm pretty sure nobody else needs this. Awesome. Just needs artifacts. I also need to find the same scroll set for Traveler. Pirate Traveler needs artifacts. You can see these are all level 0. Except for this one, because look at these substats. Look at these beautiful, gorgeous substats. Look at all of that energy recharge. Ooh, 29% on a single flower. Ooh, ah. Nice. Best artifact I have on this entire account, probably. If only I could have gotten an artifact that perfect for Sigline. That would have been better. Almost. But not quite. I rolled 2 times in HP. And then a little bit of crit rate, I guess. HP. Double crit. Energy recharge and LMS me are also fine. If I wanted to deal damage with your ultimate. Even though the game does not recommend those. This is not as great. This is not great. Yeah, I think this one was my favorite for Sigline. HP percentage. And then lots of ultimate damage. Big ultimate damage. This one is meh. I mean, the double HP is good, of course. But then attacking element of mastery, not so much. Energy recharge would have been nicer. This one also has HP percentage. Can't have flat HP because it's a flower. And double crit. Again, just reaching out of energy recharge. Then it would have been perfect. It's so close. So close to being perfect. Maybe one day in the future. Maybe when I have Constellation 2 Sigline. Then I'll get her perfect artifacts. Somehow. I don't know how, but somehow. Cool! CITLALI. Look at how happy she is. Sparkles. Boing! Pillow. Look at her face. I'm descending. Boing! Nice. I love these visual effects, they're so pretty. So many colors, so many sparkles, so much purple! I really like CITLALI. Very nice character, very cute, very colorful, very purple. And now, hold on. If I go here... I think we're pretty much done for today. There's no way I could start another story quest like Malvika's character story quest. So I'm gonna end this stream in a minute. Here. Bonk. 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 Ta-da! And we get Constellation for Pyro Traveler. And we get... now a name card. Sharer of light, heat, and wisdom, the Dragon King awaits the coming visitor in silence. Beneath returning moonlight, his reawakening is not simply for... Oh no. Oh no. Is this what's going to happen in... Yansan's tribe when we get to the volcano? The dragon will come back. It's probably gonna be the conclusion to Little Buddy's World Quest stories. Instructions: Pyroculus Resident Stone. I will never use that. They are way too expensive to craft. Holyverse, fix them. Make them cheaper. Make them craftable. Hold on, why is that... Why are they level 3? I thought they were 4. Dang it. I need more weekly reputation quests. I'm so close. Now if I go... up here... Oh god, I like my loading screen. Water. Hello, Slam! Whoosh. Why am I moving to the side? Hello. Perfect landing. I need to equip Pyro Traveler. Oh. Hello! He's just here. Vibing. Doing captain things. As captain does. He is simply existing. No thoughts. Head empty. Offer. I offer you. Rock. Please accept this gift. The fourth flint lights up the tempestuous night of rain-soaked despair and a sea of anguishing dissent. We call it failure. Fighting against the rising tide, a little boat is very nearly submerged. Yet thankfully, it cannot prise the oars from our hands. How poetic. I get it. Power! After using Elemental Burst, Plane Scorcher, Traveler gains 20% more damage for 9 seconds. Nice. Big strong. Even though I very much do not need any more Pyro characters. I feel like Animal Traveler would be significantly more useful to me. I already have good characters for most elements. Like, hold on, if I go back. My characters. If I need hydro damage, I have Farina and Signaline and Mulan. So that's good. If I need pyro damage, I have Hotel, Klee, Alkino, Shangling. If I need electro damage, I have Dory, Cookie, and Fischl. If I need cryo damage, I have CITLALI, Gigi, and C6 Diona. Not exactly a lot of cryo damage, but Cryo Traveler does not exist right now. Oof. If I need geo damage, I have C6 Kachina at maximum power. She's basically perfectly built. There's very little I can do to make her any stronger. And also C6 Noelle, I guess. Don't have an artifact set for her though, but still. Geo damage. In case Kachina's not enough. And Geo Traveler sucks. There's no way Geo Traveler could be any better than my Noelle. Regardless of artifacts. If I need Dendro damage, obviously Nahida's here. And if Nahida's somehow not enough, I have Yao for backup. And lastly, for animal, if I need animal damage, my best option is Sucrose. And nobody else. Jean is not built. Tarzan is not built. Linnae is not built. So Animal Traveler is the one traveler that I need the most to balance out my options. But also, I've been using Animal Traveler since the very start of the game. She's too strong. I'm still waiting for Sayu. When will Sayu be added to the game? It's been over 17 months. Please, I need Sayu. She'll be my animal damage dealer. I can have Sucrose buffer, I guess, with Viridescent.
Yes.
Until I can finally have Sayu. Animal Traveler is my best traveler. But I don't want to switch off of Pyro Traveler. Probably don't want to farm a whole artifact set for Pyro Traveler. I'm not sure. But I might give Traveler some side artifacts while I'm farming for CITLALI with the same set. Talents have already been leveling up a little bit because I had a whole lot of these materials. And a whole lot of these materials. And I don't have to spend any of the weekly boss materials. Those are free. Technically. And these are free. So I figured I might as well try to level up. I don't have any other Netland characters using these materials. CITLALI is already at 688. That's plenty, so she's not going to use any more of these. Kachina is already triple crowned. She doesn't need any more. Mulan is already 688. Same as CITLALI. Doesn't need any more of these. We're all set. Might as well level up Traveler if I happen to get more of these from the Battle Pass or something. I don't know. Cool! That's everything. I go here. Here. You have not reached certain endings. I'm getting there. Eventually. One day. I'm still backed up on Fontaine character story quests. And also Malvika's here now. Oh no. I'm still falling behind. But hey, these are all complete, right? That's good. Now I just need the Onsen and we'll be all done. Every single tribal reputation quest complete. Cool. Well, back out. Here. I guess that's all for today's stream. for today's second stream. I streamed earlier today, but then I stopped to take a break. And then I started again. So that's all for today again. We've completed both the Haramasa's character story quest earlier, and now I've completed CITLALI's whole Travel Reputation, Travel Chronicles quest line. Cool! Can you tell I'm losing my voice? I can. So I cannot start Malvika yet, but we have like 2 more weeks available to do so. We'll get around to it eventually. Not sure if I want to do Malvika tomorrow, or if I want to do Carlotta and Wuthering Waves tomorrow. I don't know what I want to do. I'm very impulsive. This is why I don't have a weekly stream schedule. I figure it out on the day and I do what I want. And nobody can stop me. Next thing you know, I'm going to be playing Blue Archive tomorrow. I don't know. That's all for today's stream. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Or night. Or time. Whatever time it is. Bye-bye.